Tonight on JG9 Live, we got two games on the docket, and we start with a battle for the NFC South. In one corner, the Carolina Panthers, looking to win their first division title since 2015. The stakes are simple: win and in. In the other corner, the Buccaneers. They need to win and get some help along the way to clinch the division. They've lost 4 straight games in 7 of their last 8. Looking to turn things around as the Panthers go for the sweep and the division title tonight, right here, only on JG9 Live. All right, everybody. So we got 2 donations already, so I'm going to get to those right away. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. I see Steelers with a 20. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Holy cow. Which game do you want? Michigan, Penn State, Duke, Louisville, Georgia, Florida, or St. John's, Butler? Which game do you want? We'll get you on the call for it. 2 names from national media types been linked to the Steelers. A job currently not open, and a job they fight tooth and nail to exclaim shouldn't be open. Smoke to Tomlin being out. And where there is smoke, there's fire. I don't see it. But, I mean, retirement, I don't think they're going to fire, but retirement, maybe. Potentially retirement, but I would be very shocked if it's anything else. I don't think they're going to fire him. I appreciate the 20, man. Just let me know which game you want me to do. I'll get you on the call for it. I appreciate you a ton on that one. And then we see we got a tour from Gutman. Appreciate you, man. I'll donate membership. The Eagles get the 2. All right, we'll see if they do. We will see if they get the 2. Appreciate you, man. And let me get to everything in the chat before I do. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. If you're ever to one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire one on the chat, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get a question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one? Do you think it's going to be the Buccaneers or the Panthers? If you remember, you can share some from one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for Carolina and for Tampa Bay. Yeah, I think you're right on that one, Sports Talk. I mean, we know a 4-5 game is going to be Monday night. We know it's going to be a Monday night game, and then 4-5, usually the other one's Saturday 4:30 game, usually. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. Yeah, UCF so far not looking bad in college basketball. Yeah, that OT prompt yesterday was insane. Absolutely insane. Not ready for tonight, but we'll sit back and watch this one. All good. Yeah, tonight's going to be a big one. Tonight's a massive game for the Seahawks. The Panthers have some wiggle room here. They win. They're in first division title since 2015 when they made it to the Super Bowl. Lose, you're still alive. You need the Saints to beat the Falcons, but you're still alive. Or to the right a little. This is as far as it goes for now. The problem is the cord. How's it going? Michael Frankby with you. You know the drill? Yeah, no, I saw the news. It was literally right after we got off stream. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Yep, but there we go. Top Bowls Simon walking up the Panthers win. We will see on that. Yeah, I think Bowles, if they don't win this game, I think he's gone. Why not, Tina? I am going out to the bar. There's a band that I like that's playing downtown. Pats Chargers for the first round seem likely? I think so. I think it's going to be Pats Chargers. I think it's going to be Jaguars Bills. And I think it's going to be Ravens against Texans. Pats are more likely against Saturday afternoon. Yeah, I think they would get the 1 o'clock game. How's it going, Devin? Let's go Saints to that. Appreciate you tuning in. If it's a tie, the Panthers advance. Yes, if it's a tie, they advance. So they'd be 8-8-1, and the Bucs would be 7-9-1. So, winner or a tie, Panthers are in. They're also in if they lose, but the Saints beat the Falcons. Or excuse me, the Falcons beat the Saints. Falcons beat the Saints tomorrow, the Panthers are in. If it's a 3-way tie, and 8-9, the Panthers would get in. Buccaneers need some help. They have picked the worst time to play some bad football. See right, decision. Hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed on that. The video, I kind of went overboard on the one today. No karaoke today. No, there's a band downtown. Say the trade? No, because it came out like right as I was saying everything up. So it came out like 20 minutes ago. I was like, oh man, I go on in 10 minutes. So didn't get a chance. But I'm going to watch it in between the games. Yeah, but Sirianni's going to come out soon. Yeah, the video, I was going to get it out, but the problem is that the video, I kind of went overboard on this. Okay, set it to just Carolina, Tampa. I'm going to try that. Once the game starts, I'm going to try that. I think I can make that work. We are going to try that. Got to pop in now tonight. Moved into an apartment. Ooh, that's exciting. Got to set my stuff and pick some stuff from the barracks. All good. Hopefully everything goes well moving into the apartment. Hopefully everything goes well with the furniture and whatnot. I know that process. That process is exhausting. I know that. But appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, we should be able to set it. I actually don't know how this would work. Yeah, they continue to make disrespect the Jags by making it a 12 o'clock. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That's not the national 1 o'clock game. It's like they're not playing for anything. Like, they're literally not playing for anything right now. Makes no sense. Who's calling this one? Fowler, Orlovsky, and Riddick. And then tonight is Buck and Aikman. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. Try to grow this community even more. It's a rainy day here in Tampa. Bucks are going to get it to start. They're in the Reds. Carolina in the Whites. 69% you on Carolina clinch the division for the first time in over a decade. Bucks will get it. First time these teams met in Carolina. Panthers won 23-20. Kick bounces in the landing zone, and here we go. Return to the 20-25 and brought down there. So that's where Tampa's going to start this drive. So ever get it? Yep. Got somebody bet yesterday with brutal single-handed lift a queen mattress. Oh, yeah, not fun. Not fun. All right, can I set it to that? I don't know how this will work. But I tried just making it the Panthers-Bucks game. So first down the 25-yard line here for Baker Mayfield, who has not looked great as of late. Start the season off as a possible MVP candidate. It's fallen off hard as of late. We have an injured Buccaneers. So last game against the Dolphins, that 20-17 loss to Baker, 33 for 44, 346, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. And the last time these teams met, Baker was 18 for 26, 145, and threw that pick at the end. Black Monday stream? Yep, we're going to do Black Monday, and we're doing the FCS Championship later that night. They should have Bucks Panthers for the same time as Falcons Saints. No, I'm fine with it not being, because it's not like it's not like they're gonna not try. You only do that if there's a chance that they would get a bye. Like, you only do that if, let's say, the Falcons beat the Saints, let's say Saturday. You play that game Saturday, and then Sunday the Panthers get to stick a bye. Your moving is really stressful. Yep. You know, I was stressed out when I moved, and I moved like a couple doors down. They should be the same time, but unfortunately, there isn't any other option for Saturday afternoon. No, there is not. What games to do tomorrow? Just the Sunday night football game. Just Sunday night football. So we had an injury timeout, so we're going to step aside for a little bit. Illinois State, yep, go Redbirds. Illinois State, Montana State, we'll be live on that one. Baker Mayfield, 213 passing yards. Bryce over 30 passing attempts. Ooh, I don't like Bryce 30 passing attempts. On a wet day, I'm not sure I like that. I don't know. All right. I'm not sure I like that one. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Baker's Bacon. We will see tonight. We will see. The lines weren't eliminated. I think Bears lines could be an option. I think so. Who gets to lose MC West beat team? What time will it be on Monday? 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. for Black Monday, Eastern time. 8 a.m. Eastern, and then we'll be live. I think we're going to wait till tomorrow to find out the South Champion. Well, the Panthers win today. They got it. And the Panthers have... don't want to say they're looking good as of late, but obviously the Buccaneers are looking really, really bad as of late. Panthers last time out lost to the Seahawks 27-10. A game that was so ugly the Panthers were taking knees by the end of it, despite being down by 17. Carolina wins Saints Falcons game isn't relevant. That is true. Right, because then the three-way tie wouldn't happen. Yeah, Falcons beat the Saints. If the Falcons beat the Saints, three-way tie, Panthers get in. So Bucs need some help. Right, you need the three-way tie. First, I like to see Bills at Steelers in the first round. If it means we play the Chargers, I'll take that. Game is on ESPN or ABC, both. It is on both. You guys expect some veterans this weekend, potentially. Travis Kelce, potentially being one of them. But Walker was the injured Buccaneer. He'll come off. Anthony Walker, the linebacker. And now we will see the Bucs on their first drive. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. So we'll be in bed at 8 a.m. on Monday. All good. I'll be crashing as soon as that stream is done. Again, Bucs going left to right. Panthers going right to left. On your screen. See what this Bucs offense can do after struggling last time out against the Panthers in that first game in Carolina. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Retires for the end of the season. I think Kelce retires. I think Calais Campbell retires as well. I hope he doesn't, but I think he will. Hand above the middle, and that's to the 30, down to the 35-yard line, then spinning ahead. I'm not sure he got the first, but that's a good run there for Bucky Irving to get things started up the gut. Irving just 19 yards rushing last time against the Dolphins. They did not run the ball well, just 53 yards on the ground. But a good start there. Niners win tonight. We'll do full house intro as well. Oh, man. Yeah, tomorrow's our own slice of steak. Yeah, the Giants are a mess right now. Giants are an absolute mess. 2nd and 1. Yeah, we'll do... because we're not doing overtime tonight. So who do I want to win the college football playoff? I want Indiana. I think that'd just be a heck of a story. Two of the top of the screen, one of the bottom, but there's really no one I hate. There's no one I hate. Handoff here, Irving once again. He'll juke inside to the 38, brought down after getting the first down by Scowers in the second round pick. How's it going, Cujo from Broncos Country? Appreciate you tuning in. You're in Lakeland, moderate rain there. Yeah, not moderate rain right now in Tampa, I can tell you that much. As far as there going to be, I have no idea. If there's a dumb decision tonight, then yes, there will be a dumb decision for that. If not, I might do a Highmark Stadium video. Yeah, how is he still in the league? And he's darn good, too. Happy Saturday to you, man. How's it going, Miles? Final week of the NFL season. Yep, Baker's bacon. Not yet. He hasn't thrown the ball yet. Why does this feel like this will be Bryce Young's best season ever? Oh, I don't know on that. I don't know, but it's their best start so far. You Wolves won a game. Yes, they did. Darby, you were threatened now. Out route on the near side. That's caught Mike Evans. The veteran wideout. He'll get 12 at midfield, and a good start here for the Bucs. You can fire Coach Frostley. Anything from the stupid, you fire a coach and he sends a message that if the coach doesn't want to Super Bowl, they're fired. I mean, I think it depends on the team. But Mike Evans, the veteran wideout, was hurt for much of the season, so will not get 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. I don't have any of the 4 left. Last time these teams met, Mike Evans, 5 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown. He gets Baker's first pass of the day. In plus territory, the 49-yard line. McMillan goes in motion. They're going to hand off again to Irving. Third give to Irving this drive, and it's a good one. Down to the 43-yard line up the middle. Gain of 6. Brought down on the play at the 43-yard line by Ashawn Robinson, the former Giant. Potato wedges and mashed potatoes and gravy, or leave out the potato wedges. You can't go wrong with potato wedges. I don't hate it. I don't hate the potato wedges. 2nd and 4. Right, Panthers and Seahawks have the highest seeds possible, respective seeds for the tie. Yep. Public Canals and McDonald, and that stands that situation if it comes to that. Yep. Well, I think this is one of those, the situation. 2nd and 4, handoff here. Once again, it goes to Irving, and he'll get 2 down to the 41-yard line. You figure it's 4 down territory here. 3rd and 2 at the 41. You're not kicking in these conditions. KFC or Popeyes? Oh, I'm not a fan of either. Strand surprised you like to let him know he's being elected to the Hall of Fame. Not yet. Yeah, good idea on that, Nas. Yep. So never since I had a dream that we won. Let's see if it's right. Fingers crossed for you. Hand off again, Irving. He'll get the first again. You're not going to see a lot of throwing, I don't think, today with these conditions. 6 plays to start, 5 runs. Bucky Irving brought down by Mike Jackson at the 38-yard line, but a first down. Had a dream the score was 56-55. I don't think that's going to happen. Be very shocked if it's a 56-55 game. Win 7 in a row with PDC. Wow. That's a lot. What is, that's what friends are for. That's my guess. No. Never mind. Say You, Say Me. What is Say You, Say Me by Lionel Richie? It's just a crazy situation, Matthew. Just a crazy situation. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. It was only right as I got off the stream, too. They're going to throw for the second time this drive. They're going to send 4. Mayfield stepping up. He's going to take off and run. Plenty of space, and he will dive down, lowering the shoulder at the 28-yard line, getting 9 before he's brought down by Jackson. And you got the top 3 picks right. Yeah, what Say You, Say Me? I was going to say, that's offensive 4 was like January 86. I remember Party All the Time was number 2, because I got blocked by, Party All the Time got blocked by Say You, Say Me for like 4 weeks, I want to say. 2nd and 1. How's it going, Isaac? Appreciate you tuning in. And Baker, a little bit of trash talk afterwards on Chris Barnes. Joe Burrow go anywhere? No, I don't think so. A little cow country? It does, yep. Back to his left. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 2 tight ends. Back to his left is Irving. They are going to throw. You throw in second because you're going to run on third. Hitch route that's caught by his tight end, Kate on at the 18-yard line on the far side of the field. Tampa fireballs if they lose, yes. I think even if they win, if they don't make the playoffs, I think they fireballs. Easter Birdie. I like Birdie team. I like Birdie team a bit better. Yeah, first non-design rush. Just a quick out route there. Or hitch, I should say. And Barnes slipped. Barnes was the man responsible and he just slipped on the wet field. First time we got our touchdown music this season. Well, we heard it for they played the Niners on Monday Night Football, so we heard that. 2 at the bottom of the screen, 2 at the top, back to his left. You know, I'm gloves, that's where it's crazy. Although some people play better without gloves. They send 4. Mayfield going for the end zone. Got his man. Caught Auden on the seam route. A 5.5-minute drive. And Tampa strikes first. Cade Auden his first receiving touchdown of the season, and what a time to get it. Second leading receiver on the team, had not found the end zone until then. Just a simple seam route. Baker perfect on that drive. Come on with it too. Appreciate you, man. Reports say Bolton like to be fired. We'll see. It depends on this game, I think. It depends a lot on this game. Because if you lose 8 of 9 to end the season, it's hard not to fire a coach. Oh, I can't see that, V-Dub. I appreciate that a ton. I can't see that ever happening. I would love to have a vote for the Hall of Fame. I would love at some point to have a vote for the Hall. That'd be the greatest honor in my life if I was able to sit in the meeting room and have a vote for the Hall of Fame. I would love to have that. But I can't see me getting inducted as a contributor. But hopefully I get a vote someday. Yeah, Georgia on my mind. Carolina on my mind. No, the fight song question is Carolina on my mind by James Taylor. But Georgia on my mind is a very different song. Love that song, but very, very different song. Georgia. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. Yeah, which has a Hall of Fame vote. Yeah, there's some people, so every team gets one vote from a beat writer in that market, and then there's a couple of contributors from NFL Network and other outlets like that, and independent journalists. So I think 50 people have a vote or something like that. Yeah, Cardinals skipping gang, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that in the slightest bit. Gannon is a mess. I don't know why on earth you keep him. Well, that is cool. All right. Just what happens when a touchdown happens on this. There you go. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you tuning in. Oh, no, you're good to go and steal your public domain. Yep. Rich Elson for the Masters heads. Yep, great. Great. Lakers make LeBron look bad. Lakers are not playing the best football right now. Remember, you do get inducted in memory and everyone on here. Oh, I will. I definitely will. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel. Hines scored more touchdowns than Wayne and Holt. He was such a good blocking receiver, too. Ward was really, really good. Which game do you want, Steelers fan? Or Steelers, which game do you want me to do? Michigan, Penn State, Duke, Louisville, Georgia, Florida, or St. John's, Butler? Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. I appreciate you a ton there. Where'd I get that from? Oh, the LED thing? I got it for Christmas. So I saw it on my Instagram feed, and it was like a targeted advertisement, and usually I just go past those because they're either a bunch of junk or they don't appeal to me at all. But this one I was like, okay, this is actually pretty interesting. I can make this like a sports bar. So I got one for Christmas for the studio, and then I also got one for above my TV that I'm going to install in a little bit. All good, RFK. That was quick. Bucs on top. We're going to try to pick the Panthers on Kalshi. All right. Appreciate you tuning in. Lions want to lose because it's from the 3rd and the 4th. It's Rams cards. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's better to be the 4. Way better to be second, last in the division. It's a Big 10 guy. Let's go Penn State, Michigan. All right. Easy enough. Said hi and bye immediately. Immediately dipped. I can respect it. Appreciate you, man. It looks like that game is running away with things right now. Vance Joseph for the Giants job. Yeah, Instagram has the right twice a day. I don't hate it. I mean, the first stint, he wasn't great, but he wasn't awful. And the defense is that he's done is darn good. I don't hate it. Not my first choice, but I don't hate it. Kickoff, end zone, touchback at the 35-yard line. So that's where Bryce Young coming in going to start. Yep, Warriors final saying, Draymond, fact prevails on that one. Taylor obscure stats that the Saints walked off the field week 17, sole possession of first. Mathematically eliminated 7 days earlier. Oh, that's funny. Many ads on Facebook and Instagram are scammer cheap Chinese crap. Yeah, so I did extensive research. I did like hours of research. I was like, okay, this one seems legit. Like there were videos on it on YouTube from actual schools that used it and whatnot. And the testimonials were good. And I saw how quickly they responded. So again, this is not sponsored. I just thought this was really, really cool. If they don't rest their stars, I think Detroit should rest their guys. How's it going, Chicago? Appreciate you tuning in. MVP is just pretty good in his career. I'm going to say 1. It's hard to win multiple. Yeah, I'm going to say 1. Going right to left here. Young last time out against Seattle. Hand up the middle. That's going to get nothing. Brought down for a loss of 1 by Vita Vea, the former first-round pick. Young did not look good last time out against the Seahawks. 14 for 24, 54 yards. No touchdowns and a pick. It was maybe his worst game of the season, which is saying a lot because he's had a lot of bad games this year. But after the play was over, personal foul on the defense, unnecessary roughness. Oh, number 1 on the day. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to guess stutter by Joe. I guess stutter on that one. So instead of a loss of 1, it's going to be a gain of 15. Personal foul. Can't do that after the play. Kingsbury still errors. Yep. Remember YouTube strike on New Year's? So it's still trying to get resolved. I'm trying to talk to a human on this. Man, I didn't see anything there. Correctable dates. Let's go. Did I miss something on that one? Because I saw the replay. I didn't see anything. That was unnecessary roughness on that one. Unless I completely missed something. Unless the whistle blew and then he threw him to the ground. But again, watch without audio, so that might be why. Handoff here and Dowdle slips. Rico Dowdle going nowhere. He's going to lose a yard. Both runs going nowhere so far. Last time the Panthers played against the Seahawks, they had less than 4 yards to carry. Struggled on the ground. YouTube say, how's that to get crazy? Yeah, the AI system is messed up right now. You're not kidding. Red Saints are 7-9 before second about what happened Panthers Falcons. Yep. And that was a 4:25 game. Second and 12. One of the top 3 of the bottom, back to his right here. Here calls very important was. There you go, going still. They send 4. Young, jump throw, caught by his back in the backfield, Hubbard, and he will be thrown down at the 49-yard line for a gain of just 1. Yeah, apparently, even though, you know, it was a countdown clock. You're allowed to promote gambling, too. Just give me, like, illegal gambling sites. I'm going to have a sleeper thing coming tomorrow, I think. I'll have a sleeper interface tomorrow. So I'm going to be working with them for a little bit. So, 3rd and 11. Last time these teams met, Bryce Young, 21 for 32, 191, 2 touchdowns, no picks, pass rating over 100. Played pretty well in that one. It would be more embarrassing if we lost 1,000 after a negative pass play like the Falcons back. Oh, yeah. 2 of the top, 2 of the bottom. Young, pocket collapses, middle of the field, sliding for the grab, incomplete. Leggett, the intended target. And the Panthers will have to punt. A great start for the Bucs. Longest play for the Panthers that drive was 1 yard. Not counting the penalty. Bucs the injury Panthers. So a quick punt here for Carolina. And Tampa a chance to get it right back after a 5.5-minute drive to start the game. Cameron Johnson back to receive. Gets the punt off. Bounces at the 5 and will roll into the end zone for a touchback. So, not the best punch. It's 31 yards of net, and that's where Tampa's going to take over. Should have made this some New Orleans Atlanta Monday Night Football game. Seeing as how neither team's like the club still has meaning. No, because the game. There's a few things with that. Go away from newspaper book font. For the scoreboard, no. Suck, we're losing. It's not looking good right now, Panther kid. Not looking good. Problem is that you only have 3 games to choose from. Problem is that Falcons Saints either means nothing, or if it does mean something, and let's say the Falcons win the game, then the Panthers can rest their starters for this game, so that wouldn't work. The other thing as well, yeah, low effort on the gunner. Yeah, not tracking the ball well at all. I'll make a couple twists to the L. I hope so too, for your sake. Gonna be on Carolina +2. Forgot it. I got distracted. Or I should try to get a better number on the live line. Yeah, I reassess at halftime. I would definitely reassess there. Yeah, Bucs can lose division regardless of a win because they still couldn't stop a 3rd and 28. Yeah, they had that game. 19 penalties, 3rd and 28, and they lose. And they're up by 10 with 8 minutes to go. Crazy. There's a research last night, and it was Star Stallions. That was when it was first mentioned. Oh, man. That's a lot of research. I'm pretty sure all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. Bucs will get at the 20-yard line. Already go to the Carolina +3 pick. It's early. It's early, but it's not looking good right now. Right, Tampa wins Publix with discount on subs. That covers the final month of existence. All right, Golden Steel. Yeah, your team's travel? Yeah, mine is not. Mine is most definitely not. And 7-0 your score will be the 20-yard line. Baker perfect on that last drive. And hit K. Donnan for his first receiving touchdown of the season. We do have the emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. Right now, right, it was unlikely he was going to get mentioned there, right? Plus it was like 3M, which makes sense. Because OT wasn't a thing back then. Would have been best if Visky and Falcons occur at the same time. Lions, one Leicester, coach Chicago, Detroit. Yeah, we could have. Plus 300 is Carolina money line right now. That's not terrible. Plus 300 for a team down by 1 score. I know it's early, but a team that won the first game down by 1 score and make the balls for the second half. That's not terrible. Took Bucs away, so we were up before the game. All right, Joe. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Ball be the 20-yard line. There's no risk in that slot for that game. No, there's not. We got about 200 in the chat. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. To the top of the screen, one the bottom. They're going to motion Godwin over closer to the line, but still at the top of the screen. Should we reseed for the Final Four? No. Too crazy on travel. Every other bracket doesn't reseed. So in college, handoff here goes to Rachaad White. His first carry of the day. They went to Irving on every carry in the first drive. Conspiracy theories about the Charger fan being a plant. I've heard some stories that they are actually a fan. They used to be a Vikings fan, but then they became a Charger fan. I forget how they became a Charger fan, but they are a diehard Charger fan. Right, Saints preseason, and Promise Summers was a bad show. Yeah, that show gave me nightmares. Last time out, White, only 2 carries for 10 yards against the Dolphins. Back to his left, to the top, to the bottom. Mayfield's going to take it. They're going to send 4. Out route to the near side of the field. It's caught by Cade Otton. 3rd straight completion by Baker to Cade Otton. He's been the go-to guy. He's going to get, we'll call it 4 on that one to the 26-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 4. Apparently, if QB2 challenge Bryce Young. Yeah, I'm not sure Don has anything left in the tank at this point. Yeah, 1 week from now, we'll see Texans versus someone as is tradition. Well, that's if they're the division winner. If they're the wild card, who knows? If they're the wild card, we have no precedent for that. Right, Packers locked to the 7. Otherwise, that'd be an option. Back to his right is White. 2 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom, including Otton, closer to the line. Now White motioning as a blocker. They're going to send 6, pressure up the A-gap. Mayfield fires. Evans to the far side, caught, flag in the secondary. Evans' second grab of the day. At the 47-yard line. What a phenomenal throw with pressure up the A-gap. Off his back foot. We think this is going to go against Carolina. It came in the secondary. Should begin at 21. And Mayfield perfect so far. Pass interference on the defense. Obviously, that's going to get declined. Who wins if Green Bay, Chicago round 3? I think Green Bay. Browns by 14. Yeah, I see that with the Chargers playing their backups. I get it. Smith-Wade getting called for that one. The second-year man. Even with the PI, even with the contact, Mike Evans just so good. Just bowls over him. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure what would pay out better. My calls for limit could have Texans home game at Saturday at 4:30 a week early. We could have. We definitely could have. 1 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. My formation here for Baker. Again, they're going left to right. 5.5 to go in the first. Misdirection goes to White, and White will get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So 2nd and 10. Your Bucs playing well so far, yep. We've never seen the Texans be a wild card. We've never. Every year they've been in the playoffs, they won the division. Hopefully we see it happen for the first time this year. Hey, Mariota would be a darn good bridge starter. Mariota is, you know what he is at this point. Evans gets to 1K. Only needs to double the single game record for most receiving yards in a game. Buccaneers, 102 yards of offense. Panthers, a goose egg. You and me have the same number of passing yards at this point. To the top, to the bottom, back to his left. Mayfield in the gun. It's perfect so far. They're going to send 4. Baker checks it down to his back. It's caught by Irving on the near side to the 45. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a second and steps out of bounds to the 38-yard line. Broke 2 tackles, including the one from the former Ram, Christian Roseboom. And he'll get into plus territory with a gain of 15 yards. Baker remaining perfect so far. Reed should be fired? No, I don't think he should be fired. In 26, no. You bet Dolphins money line plus 4A. That's his. Yeah, that's most likely variable. I would think so. Right, it's always been in pairs. Yep, always in pairs. It comes in 2s. Ball to 38 here. Great drive for Tampa. Starting to set their own 20-yard line. Put it at the 39 actually. 2 at the top of the screen. Now 3 at the top. Millen going to motion to the top. They're going to try a reverse play. It goes to Tez Johnson. And Johnson on the far side. He's going to get to the 35-yard line. I'm not crazy about that call. He got 4, but I'm not crazy about calling a reverse when you're moving the ball very well. Too much can go wrong. You're moving the ball well. You're taking it to him. You're dominating on the line. Baker's perfect. I'm not trying a trickeration in that spot, especially in these conditions. But they do get 4. I could see that too, Sports Talk. Problem is that no one's going to be watching the Rams-Cardinals game. That's the problem. Is that Rams-Cardinals is going to be buried at 4:25. Well, Belichick was years after they won their first, or they made it to their last one. One at the top, two at the bottom. Play action. They're going to send 5. Mayfield stepping up. He's going to take off and run for the second time today. Trying to get a block from On and can't get the block, but breaks a tackle. Another broken tackle on the drive. Even a spike Kate on with a block. And then Mike Jackson, for some reason, trash talking after Baker got a first down. I don't know why, but that'll be a 15-yard penalty put at the 12-yard line. So it's a first down to the 27, and then Jackson deciding to talk trash, which is stupid either way, but then why talk trash after you allow a first down and get in Baker's face? Very, very undisciplined football. Mike Jackson having a howler right now. And Tampa Bay in the red zone. Just like that. 45-0, something 1. No, but people are going to be watching Patriots-Dolphins versus the Rams-Cardinals game, because the Rams-Cardinals doesn't really mean anything. People are going to be watching Pats-Dolphins. They're not going to be watching Rams-Cardinals. It's buried. Yeah, more passing yards. There you go, Dr. Checkmate. There you go. First down the 12-yard line. Tampa, perfect so far. You haven't seen enough. This is not good right now for Carolina. This is not good. Yeah, Fowler does. Yeah, he does fit the NFL better, I think, than college. One at the top, one at the bottom. I formation here. Ball at the 13. Tight end goes in motion. It's Durham. Play action. Mayfield perfect so far this game. Resets his feet. Looking to throw across the field, and Will has it made open the end zone. Incomplete. It's Durham. Threw across the field. I think with better conditions, he makes that throw. It's hard to throw in these conditions. Rare to throw across the field like that. You always say, you guys, don't throw across the field. But he set his feet. Had a man wide open. No one on Durham. And the ball just couldn't get there. Durham couldn't get his footwork. Ball was a bit too far. You figure you should make that grab in these conditions. It's tough. Dodged a bullet there, Carolina did. This will be the first time the Bucs are faced with 2nd and 10 or worse. Baker 6 for 7 to start this game. Handoff on 2nd down. Goes to the 11-yard line. It's Irving. He'll get 2 before Derek Brown, the 6th-year man, former first-round pick out of Auburn, making the stop. How's it going, Magic? Appreciate you tuning in. 3rd and 8. At the 10. Or the 11, I should say. But that makes sense, funny. Yeah, that makes sense. Texans wild card game or Sacramento Kings win a playoff series? Texans. Because I don't think the Kings are winning the series anytime soon. 3rd down. And the Texans could lose one literally in a week. How do I fix the schedule for college football playoff? 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield. They're going to send 4. Mayfield, 6 for 7 to start. Pocket collapses. Going to try and take off and throw on the run on the far side of the field. Will throw across the field into the end zone for Ibuka. Incomplete. Ransom, the 4th-round pick. The coverage man on the play. And the Bucs will be forced to sell for 3. Risky throw there for Ibuka, the 1st-round pick out of Ohio State. He's fallen off a little bit as of late. How would I fix the schedule for the playoff? I would do it so I would put the championship game on Thursday night. I think that's the one problem. I put the championship Thursday night, a week in between. How did Brown make the Pro Bowl? I don't know. He's darn good. 29-yard kick from McLaughlin, and it's perfect. 2 drives, 2 scores for the Bucs. They lead at 10-0 to start. Undisciplined football by Carolina. It's got in no yards of offense thus far. Should note, the Bucs led 10-3 early in the first half last time these teams met. Carolina obviously came back in that one. We will see what happens here. Carolina unable to do much of anything so far. ESPN free frozen. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, try refreshing. That might help. Yeah, if you maybe change the channel and put it back. You push all you guys shooting 10-0 way better than 14-0. I don't know about that. I'd rather have right. Oh yeah, for the Panthers. Yes, I was saying for the Panthers. Montana played on the West Coast. You want to be yes. No, I'm not talking about. When I'm talking about Stafford, I'm not talking about like on the season. I'm talking like this game. Like if he has a monster game, I don't think anyone's watching. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, hopefully those 4 points get collected by him. We'll see. The Army Navy be played the weekend near Veterans Day. You want to be a standalone game, which I get. Right, long gap between the end of the regular season and the quarterfinal round. Well, I think you fix that if the first round you have 16 teams. You have 16, get rid of the bye. I think that's how you fix it. Right, Carolina could still lose, make the playoff. Subconsciously makes them want it less, sort of speak, or is that a total trope? I don't know. I don't think so, but the Bucs have less wiggle room. I get that. Canal's overrated, overpaid, and should be fired for 26. I don't know about that. So what do they do in 26? No, sports talk. I'm not talking about Stafford like on the season. I'm talking if he is a phenomenal game on Sunday, no one's watching. No one's watching Rams Cardinals. That game is buried. No one cares about that game. Rams are pretty much locked into their seed based on what happens tonight. And the Cardinals are awful. People are going to be watching other games at the 425 slot. That's what I'm getting at with that. You ever see South of the SpongeBob move? At this point, why not? Aaron Glenn keeps his job because there's no obvious excellent person for the Jets to poach. I'm leaning yes on that one too. I don't think they fired Glenn for one season. But personally, I would. I don't think he's qualified. He's so in over his head. All right, 10-0 your score. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode. It's on the channel. Close race, East Coast bias. Again, I'm not sure if there's an East Coast bias. So there's really a primetime bias. I think the problem is that Stafford threw 3 picks and laid an egg on primetime. People prepare that game for May. Well, also for seeding. Remember that people are going to watch the Pats for seeding as well. How's it going, Bobby? Won't be on tomorrow, Monday. Tomorrow's a birthday. All good. Happy early birthday, man. Kickoff here. Panthers going left to right. Like to be Damon Walker potentially. Panthers going right to left. Kickoff, end zone touchback. Ball at the 35-yard line. Second straight touchback. The message for the Bucs, clearly to the Panthers, is simple. Let Bryce Young in this offense in these conditions beat you. Don't let it beat you on a kickoff return. Montana, 1990, could have gone to Kelly. Yeah, there were a few good candidates that year. It's ball the 35 here for Carolina. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. But there are some teams, too, where like they just have that massive fan base. Like people care about the Niners. One at the top of the screen, I formation here. Because they just won 2 Super Bowls in a row, so. Young, play action to the near side. Going to throw on the run. It's caught by his tight end. That's a first down the near side out at the 45-yard line. It's Tremaine on that one. His first of the day. That's a gain of 20. Last time out, Tremaine, just 1 target, no catches. Fantastic season was 90 or 87. You can make an argument for 87. Well, good head coach Caden wants that unstable job. I'm not sure it's unstable. I think it's people realize that Glenn's in over his head. Because you get a ton of assets. False start. Easy call there. They're going to get Damian Lewis, the left guard on that one, I believe, number 68. As he got a huge flinch. So back it up. And then money's to your anniversary. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Good for you. I think people can say when it's unstable and people can see when it's, okay, this is insane. Like the Broncos, I think people really, like the Jaguars after Meyer got fired or Hackett got fired before his first season. I think people realized, okay, this is not one of those spots. Like they were just in over their heads. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left on 1st and 15. Play action with Daddle. Young going to throw a screen pass to the near side to his tight end, Mitchell Evans, the 5th round pick. And he'll get the yardage back that they lost on the false start. He's going to get 6 to the 45-yard line. Well, they got the assets to get the quarterback. Flores never get another head coaching job? I think he will. I think the thing with Flores is that he wasn't bad in Miami. I think the thing with Flores is the relationship with Tua. If you have the quarterback in place, I don't think he's going to get a job with a team that doesn't have a quarterback because you don't want him to develop a quarterback and kill his confidence. But if they've got the quarterback in place, I could see it. They're about Stewart? Yeah, at some point, yeah. At some point. Jackson Trevor, that's different. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Hand up the middle. Dowdle, nothing doing. Yaya Diaby takes him down after a gain of just 1. They can't run the ball today. Had no rushing yards on the first 2 drives. You need to go to offensive line for once, yep. Just getting with a free agent, it should be Malik Willis. I'm with you. The last 2 years, he's looked very, very sharp. That will take us to the end of the first. Break it higher once you could be set for life, like Gene Smith has never worked again since being fired. Nor should he work again, because he was really bad as our GM. We got Gear Drill with a 5. Appreciate you, man. Hot take. Bijan will break the record for single-season scrimmage yards tomorrow. I could see that. If he plays like he did against the Rams, I could definitely see that. We're just telling you who's had interviews past year or two, but no one's hired him. Maybe just not a good interviewer. There's some guys like that. Like Ian Cunningham has been a hot name for a while, but no one's done it with him. Bieniemy was another one. Like that hot name, but no one interviewed him. Or no one hired him. And then come on with your hot take, not going to let your troll in the 2 seed. I respect it, man. Appreciate you. Which team do you want, Gear Trail? Get you the call for it. Look, I think Robinson's the best running back in football. He's so elusive. He's so good in the open field. I love Robinson. Sabres one game streak going to come to an end. Oh, man. How's it going, Lou? Appreciate you tuning in. Carlson sign Willis compete with Young. Or Carolina should sign Willis compete with Young. I don't want to go somewhere where he knows he'll get the starting job. I don't know if he's got to be offered stability. Yes, he does. Fact or fiction? Monday Night Football game will have the AFC North winner. Fiction. I'm going to say that'll be the Saturday game. Right, McDaniel's got a second stint, then Flores will get one. Yeah, and he was Belichick tree. And that was a disastrous stint. Robinson's not the best running back? Who do you think's the best running back, then? I think he is. I mean, it's not like it's unanimous, but I think Robinson's the best running back. And then what you do want Gear Trail? I appreciate you. You want Michigan Penn State? All right, get you on Michigan Penn State. Appreciate you, man. Tampa will win easily. Well, they got to get a stop on this drive. I might not have the NFC South winner. I could definitely see that. Gotta get a stop this drive because Robinson right now, Panthers are in plus territory. What makes I don't know. I guess we'll see. Mendoza and Chandler's with a drop off. Yeah, I'm not crazy about Dante Moore. Then Ty Simpson is just I don't know. 54% of the Bucs. Is that what talk I can? All right. No, you're good. Best running football, James Cook. He's really good. I think he's top 5. I don't think he's the best at football. So now Panthers going left to right, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left here. A motion tremble over, closer to the line. Yeah, I think the AFC South winner will get the 4:30 game on Saturday. They send 4. Slam pass off the hands of Tet. Timing was a little bit off on that one. They couldn't connect, and they'll have to punt on 4th and 8. He got the separation off the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a better throw. I mean, Tet, it's a tough grab to make it him in the hands, but that's when you got to lead him in stride. You got to lead him in stride on that one. It's a hard catch to make. I go for it. They are going for it. They are going for it. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They're going to go for it, the 44-yard line. Patriot game Sunday at 1 is my guess. The play clock runs down. Do they take the flag? They do. So delay of game. They're going to punt it away. That's a crazy day. I don't know why. So we'll take the delay of game, get some breathing room. And now they'll punt it away. Could have Bills Jags. You both think Evans can put that 4:30 when they have Bucs Panthers playing somebody? True. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Oh, come on that one. Bots are insane today. Holy cow. But appreciate all you guys tuning up. 200 in the chat. You guys are awesome. 4th down, and now they'll punt it away. No reason to go for it now. That's 4th and 13. More on to punt. 2 drives, 2 punts. Right, the weather makes it hard there. Oh, 100%. Punt here, fair catch is called for. Punt bounce at the 10. Well, I will say, if you're going to punt, make it a good one. And it is a good one. Into the 5-yard line. 44 yards, no return, and if that same punt was on the original line of scrimmage before the delay of game, it would have been a touchback. Come on with your dumbest on canals. No, I get it. Again, a game like this, you get the ball to start the second half. I completely get it. 4th and 8. Got more time to go 10 down 10 past midfield. Not in the basically the first quarter. And the second just started. Well, the guy said 6. Oh, man. All right, I formation here. 2 drives, 10 points for the Bucs. Receiver motions to the bottom is Tez Johnson. He'll hand off up the middle. It goes to Irving. He'll get down to the 9-yard line. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Where the Texans, every time they made the playoffs, got Saturday 4:30. They might get it again if they win the division. I think they will if they win the division. If they don't, we have no precedent for it. So they might not get Saturday 4:30. 2nd and 7. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel. Auburn, Georgia, I did not see that game, no. Give me sub 3 hours? Potentially because they're going to be running the ball a lot. One on top, 2 of the bomb back to his left. Mayfield, all sent forward, checks it down and through the hands of Bucky Irving. Mayfield started 6 for 6. He's 0 for his last 3. So Bucky Irving was open on the check down, on the angle route. Went right through his hands. It's a good throw by Baker. Got to catch that for your Bucky. That wasn't dangerous, though. No, you got to catch that ball. That was right through his hands. Houston defeated at home and defeat on the road in the playoffs. No, they're defeated on the road in the playoffs. But they lost to the Chiefs in 2015. They lost to the Colts in 2018 as well. They'll send 5. Mayfield. Hitch route. Caught at the 15 to the 20. And that is McMillan at the 21-yard line on the far side of the field. Gets 12 and a first. See if I get the rock in the square. Yep. Well, 104 to 100? Holy cow, that's a lot. That's really good. First down here for Tampa. Probably throwing 20 minutes of ads if that happens. Well, you got to start Seahawks Niners on time. Because I know that's the bigger game. So 1 p.m. it's better than Saturday night too? Yes, for playoffs it does, yes. First down, 1 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. I formation here. Going to toss that to the far side for White. His 3rd carry of the day. He'll be brought down the 23-yard line. Gain of 3. Nick Scott on the takedown. Lauren IR, not surprised. Dealing with injuries. Final game meaningless. Veteran tight end, no reason to play him. Right, Tuck Bowl was Saturday night in the show. Yeah, that was divisional round, though. Saturday night games can be pretty good for the divisional round. Wild card, I mean, the wild card, the Jaguars Steelers 07, that was a great one. That was Saturday night. As was the Jaguars Chargers. 27 winner classic in Arlington. I thought it was Bristol. No, Arlington doesn't have a roof on their... It has a roof on their stadium. I thought they said Bristol between the Canes and the Preds. They're going to send 4. Mayfield just throws that ball into the dirt for Rodden. With pressure in his face, 3rd down. Such a playoff game, division rivals in the rain. Football writers put in work this year. Yes, they did. Was supposed to be Saturday night? I did not know that. I've never heard that story about that. You know, I don't think it's Arlington. I heard Bristol. Which would be a massive mistake. But I heard Predators against the Hurricanes in Bristol. 1 of the top 3 of the bomb back to his right. Going to motion McMillan to the top of the screen. They're going to send 4. Mayfield. Going middle of the field. And that's intercepted at the 40-yard line. Was looking for a Bucca. And it's picked off by Roseboom. The Panthers offense has done nothing today. But the defense puts him inside the 20. Not sure what Baker was looking at there. He's 1 for his last 6. And Roseboom right in his hands. And now the Panthers will get it inside the 20. You order extra food this time. Was looking for a Bucca on the deep in route. And never saw Roseboom underneath. I think he thought Roseboom was going to follow McMillan down the field on the seam. But he didn't. He stepped up, read Baker's eyes all the way. Baker 0 for 2, targeting a Bucca today. He loves apple turnovers. Yes, he does. And the Panthers with great field position at the 18-yard line. Or 19, I should say. The Jags choosing come from O'Hara. Got to the game, found the flight was late for nearly 4 hours. Oh, man. Young, caught at the 10-yard line on the drag. Down to the 9 is McMillan. Be right up the lines again, and he got it. The one thing you couldn't have happened if you're Tampa, because Carolina had done nothing offensively, no signs of life running or throwing. And that one, you just got Tommy Tremble and McMillan runs in the same spot. Tremble able to jam the corner, not a pick play. And two guys, they collided with each other. And Benjamin Morrison, the second-round pick, could not keep up with McMillan on that drag. Yeah, that's not good, a J-Car fan. That's not good. Whereas it used to be back then, Saturday night games would never be in cold weather cities. Handoff here to the outside, Hubbard. Makes one man miss on the far side of the field, but can't make the second. Levante David, the veteran linebacker, gets the stop, no gain. Why do Saturday games get postponed due to wet pitches? Because you can't kick the ball. You can still throw and run. The problem is that if you got a ball on the ground, you can't kick it. You're just kicking in puddles at that point. The ball doesn't move. That's why. Super Bowl predictions. I got Jaguars Niners. Why the heck not? But I want the same series. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was going to say, because you can't do work. It'd be indoors. It's a very cool atmosphere. One on the top, one on the bottom. I formation. Hubbard in the backfield. They're going to motion the tight end. Evans to the top of the screen. Young, play action. They'll send 5. Floats it up on the drag route to the near side. Tommy Tremble. TT with a TD. And the Panthers take advantage of the short field. Tommy Tremble. He gets his second touchdown of the season. Bryce Young's 22nd. And the Panthers cut it to a 4-point game, extra point pending. I decided we'll destroy the 4 as well. Watch a Christmas Carol last night. Yeah, I can't watch Christmas movies past the 25th. We kick with the extra points, yeah, but it's not as much. Pats fan drill Phil Sims and snowballs since Marcus was so close to the stands. The Foxborough Stadium was not designed with anything in mind. Wide open on the drag route. Second time Bryce Young hits his guy on the drag route. Hit Tet to start. Tremble to end it. Roseboom with the pick. Tremble with the touchdown. The Panthers cut it to a 1-score game. Out of nowhere. I don't think Christmas movies are dumb. I mean, I think Hallmark Christmas movies. I think it depends on the movie. 29 could be Sanford. I could see that. Okay, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. 4 field, should we see him series 2? Yeah, that'd be cool. Bucks to throw another pick. The momentum is totally flipped. Yeah, all they had to do was not. The money line was minus 720 for Tampa. It is now minus 260. ABC special report Apple's fired. Right now, the pizza thrower. Here comes the pizza. I mean, that's a classic. No relay upon with that one? No, just Tommy Tremble. TT. Right, you said we're Christopher James. That makes sense then. That makes sense. Right, Fox were saying no proper bathrooms. Yeah, they were, Telling films you only watch at certain times? And that makes sense. They're one of the Christmas songs. So only listen to Christmas songs at certain times. Parents are playing in North Korea. Save the old campground attendance for Fox were saying best meal on a Boston trip came in an Italian restaurant in the old mall in front of it. Oh, wow. 22 Jags guys from 25 Panthers? No. No, not at all. The Jaguars played well. The Jaguars, yeah, Peter Pablo from North Carolina, yep. The Jaguars played well. They won like every game down the stretch. The Panthers have not looked good as of late. Full gambit? We do the full gambit. Yes, we do. Right, 22 Jags are way better than these Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers have got like 500 the last month and a half. The Jaguars ran the table. Jets say an article, I'm like, AFC just arrived. Nice. Can I go eat? All good, Detroit. All good. Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, I think Buffalo should get. I thought Buffalo was going to get 27. I thought you'd do 27 for Buffalo because it's the new Highmark Stadium. I guess just in case there's any delay. New Giants. Can't be any worse than Kafka. Panthers lose. They have to have Atlanta win. Yep, they need a 3-way tie. All right, kickoff here. Bucs will field it at the 5. Taken. They're going right to left. 11 minutes to go. Taken to the 20. Loses the handle on the ball. Loses the ball. There's a flag on the play. Panthers say they have it. No signal yet. But Panthers adamant that they've got the ball. No, the Panthers win. They'll be 9-8. How's it going, Evan? High schools. Try making a high school deep dish Chicago style pizza at home. And a homemade pizza from a Shark Tank. Ooh. Still no signal. There was a flag on the play. Now the Bucs pointing that they've got it. Everyone on Tampa pointing they got it. And it's Bucs ball. Panthers must have lost it in the pile. Jags on the table and no idea the run Metallica. There you go. Catch a massive break there. Okay, 28-20 versus that would make more sense to do it then. They're still fighting at the bottom of the pile, but they already signaled Bucs ball. And then Simmons getting into it for the Panthers. A scrum breaking out. They got to break this up. Tension's flying right now. Got a lot of guys jawing, including Morig, the former Raiders safety. Take 5 minutes for penalty called? No, the penalty was thrown before. They just had to... It's a block in the back. They just had to decide, get everyone out of the pile. That flag was thrown as the ball was coming out. The Bucs do catch a break. The bad news for them is that they're starting at the 10-yard line here. On the block in the back. Yeah, that's an easy call, too. Easy block in the back call. Josh Hayes, the third-year man, getting called for that one. And Tampa will get at the 10-yard line. Or thereabout. Butterfingers, 15-yard line to be exact. One at the top, two at the bottom. Misdirection, handoff, blown up. Loss of 4. Bucky Irving going nowhere. Princely on the stop. Second and long. How's it going, Wills? I'm going to be streaming the Winter Olympics. Yes, I am. It's them trying to give this away. They're not playing well right now. Princely unaccounted for. And a third-round pick. Out of Ole Miss. The huge stuff. 2nd and 14. I can't imagine Winter Classic at Coors Field sitting in the far center field bleachers. Like all the way up. Because those bleachers are high up. 2 at the top, 1 on back to his right. They're going to hand it off again. Back-to-back runs. And this one will get 4. But still 3rd and 10. As Irving going nowhere. To start this drive. Right, no basketball Winter Olympics. Nope. No, I'm streaming everything. I'm doing hockey, speed skating, curling, luge, bobsled, all that. You certainly think I've heard mixed things about the finale. And about the season. I heard the finale was alright. Heard the season itself was not that good. But the finale, they sort of stuck the landing. Ish. High contingent on whether to finish the arena. Yep. They'll be able to play hockey. I just don't know where. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his left. Mayfield, they'll send 4. Screen pass. Caught in the backfield by White. Looking for the first down. Will lower the shoulder and get it. Big play there for Tampa. With everything falling apart. The pick, the fumble. 3rd and long. They just throw a screen at Rashad White. Gets 12. Gets the convoy out in front. Lowers the shoulder. You might start 2% TVO. Man. And a great block there by Graham Barton in the center, just pushing this guy out of the way. Open up that lane. Yeah, speed skate, that'd be fun. I want a Bradbury moment. That's what I want. Olympic scan football? Yeah, flag football. In 28. Ball the 26-yard line. Yeah, if I call a Bradbury moment, I'm going to laugh so hard. Half here to Irving. Nothing doing. Thrown down by Warden, the former chief defensive tackle, for no gain. Like, if I was streaming 0-2 with Bradbury, that'd be amazing. That was my Jose Courts, yeah. But screens usually don't work. We go blocking downfield. Yep. Purple row behind home plate of course. Oh, nice. 2nd and 10. A big first down there since Tampa at the punt. Carolina would have been almost in field goal range. You never know with these conditions. 2nd down. Mayfield. Just 2 for his last 7. 2 in the backfield, 2 at the bottom of the screen. They're going to motion White to the bottom. Swing it out to White. High percentage throw. It's caught by White looking for a blocker. Gets it to the 33-yard line. Good block by McMillan. turning what would have been a gain of 2 into about a gain of 7. Passing works, running early downs. Field lines drop back to what it was at the start of the game. Yep. Finale, there's a lot of people who kind of expected more. Final boss fight lasts less than 7 minutes. That's it? Building up Vecna, it's only 7 minutes. Oh, wow. Well, endgame, the final fight was like 30 minutes. That was insane. Back to his left is Irving. 3rd and 3. Bucs 4 for 6 on 3rd down. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Mayfield pump fake. Gets this guy in the air. What a pump fake by Mayfield. Slide down the 44-yard line. Nick Scarrett in the 2nd round pick had a free shot on him on the far side of the field. But Mayfield with a pump fake, able to fool him, get him in the air, slow him down, and then run for the first. He's been good with his legs today. A couple first downs now for Baker on the run. Nice pump fake there. And I'll slide down at the 44. What a great pump fake. What a move. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions. Bucs down 5 for 7 on 3rd down. Panthers 0 for 2. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. In the backfield is Sean Tucker for the first time today. They'll give it to him. He slips. And that was not supposed to happen. It's going to be a loss of 4 on a play that will end up in NFL Follies for years to come. Oh, yes, Cedric Carter, yes. That was the, right, that was Stadium Series, yes. That was Stadium Series. 2nd down. Baker loses the handle, picks it back up, and he's just going to take a shot at the 38-yard line. No one can hold on to the ball right now. 3rd and 16. No one can hold on to the ball. Slipped after the handoff, and then Baker loses the snap, gets it back. Bobby Brown is down for the Panthers, meanwhile. He's slow to get up, so we can stop the clock with 5:35. I think you might be thinking of the Air Force game. It wasn't Mile High. You're thinking of the Air Force game. Right, because they did play at Coors. Yes, they're actual... Yes, they played at Coors for Stadium Series. You might be thinking of the Air Force game. They never played a Mile High. Who wins Seahawks Niners? I have the Niners winning that one. Rain in Tampa showing any signs it's going to light up? Nope. It's green all the way around the Doppler. Why does these seasons take so long to make that you forget everything that happened? They have to rewatch and then. 3rd and 16. Oh, it's going to take us 40 minutes? Oh, wow. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Ibuka motions to the top of the screen. And 2 Nichols sports on that one. They're just going to run the ball with White. With ball security right now, they're just not even going to take any chances. They'll get 5. 4th and 11. And they'll punt it away. So Tampa able to get a couple of 3rd down conversions, but they can't hold on to the ball. Slippery. Threw a pick. Fumbled on a kickoff. Slipped on a handoff. Fumble on a snap to Baker. All in the last 5 minutes. This is like Bucs Chiefs to the side the NFC Central in 79. Yep. Right on the Super Bowl. Yep. I hope neither happens. I'm with you. The punt here. Dixon gets it off. Field at the 12. No fair catch. Take it to the 16-yard line. So Carolina's starting inside their own 20. 41 yards of net. I mean, that's one of those 3rd and 16 I get playing it safe in these conditions. Considering your ball security as of late, I get playing it safe there. That's one of those where I'm like, you know what? I don't hate it. Usually I'm like, why are you not throwing? I get in that spot. With how bad the ball security's been, I get just feeling like, you know what? Let's just flip the field. Live another day. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel to try to grow this community even more. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. All right, that hasn't come out yet, I don't think. I haven't heard about that. 10-7 your score. Cats score a touchdown. This could get ugly because of the double dip. It could. It could get pretty ugly very quickly. But we'll see. Never seen that secondary logo? They used it a lot in the 90s. Problem is that I can't use the old logo for the emoji because it looks too similar to the new one, so it doesn't work with like a small screen. Virgo? I thought that show was pretty good. On PBS? I thought it was pretty good. For what I remember of it, I haven't heard that name in a while, but I thought that was a pretty good show. Why is Part wicked me? So much in Breaking Bad. Oh, man. Oh, man. Virgo villains. I don't remember anything about the villains. When has the Bulls team flop final week to clinch 12 spot? Never happened. Nope. Never happened before. 10-7 your score. Carolina's got it. At the 16-yard line. Got a touchdown last time on a short field. Have to go a long ways here. They do get the ball for the second half. One on the top, one on the bottom. Good a motion Coker to the top of the screen, close to the line, though. Handoff here. They have no rushing yards today. That's going to stay that way. As Yaya Diaby, first man in on the stop alongside Logan Hall. Maybe they got a yard down to the 17. Yeah, both QBs highs on first overall. Yep. Oh, wow, JP. Wow. Complete a 10-yard pass to an NFL game? Do I have to throw 10 yards down the field, or it could be like one of those jet sweep passes? Like, I could do that. I could take the snap to like one of those like things that really should be a handoff, but it's like one of those jet sweep passes where just like two-hand touch, like doop, boop. Reboot of Power Rangers? Oh, man. They've done like so many of those. 2nd and 9. 2 in the top, 1 bomb. Back to us right here is Dowdle. 2 on the play clock. Got to get this off with 1. They just do. Pressure off the edge. Nice spin move to get to Young. He's pressured. Has to get rid of it. Fires on the run to the far sideline. Coming back for that one. Caught at the 32-yard line. It's Tet McMillan. The Arizona wideout gets 15 and a first. There was pressure off the edge, too, thanks to the spin move. But Young staying composed. And McMillan on that deep crosser. Oh, wow, JP. Yeah, a lot of people enjoy Breaking Bad. A lot of people enjoy it. Vikings winner, Lions lose NFC standings, so we completely reversed from last year. NFC North? Yeah, I'm not sure how many times that's happened. First down, play action. Young. Flushed out. Fires on the run to the far sideline. Open. Caught. And out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's a first down. For Jimmy Horn, the Colorado wideout. Good job there by Young with the clean pocket. Finding a guy wide open on the corner around the far side of the field. Yeah, Nagy with the Titans, I would love that so much. It'd be so funny. Yeah, Bryce Young's sort of functional at this point. After being historically bad. First down. Young under center. 2 at the bottom of the screen. Dowdle in the backfield. Handoff. He'll get to the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 4. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Panthers have all their timeouts, as do the Bucs. And we will go to a break. Oh, Skycast? I love the Skycast. I love being able to call the college football games with the main broadcast and then the Skycast on a second TV. I love that. Makes it so much easier to call games. You can see what's happening down the field. I love it. Do I want it as the primary angle? No, I don't think I want it as a primary angle, but I love it as a secondary option. Right, the run's opened up a little bit, yep. Binge Breaking Bad when it was still on. Took us 2 weeks to watch the entire series. Got to where everyone else was waiting for the second half of the final season. You know, it's a lot of people like that show. And it's called one of the greatest of all time for a reason. By the Jameis Chiefs, yep, he does. Taz disregard the Bears fans warning by Harry Nagy. Let him do it. I got no problem with it. Hire Nagy, what's the worst that can happen? It's a Jaguar fan, completely unbiased party. I think it's a great hire. Billy Down needs 1 more yard for $1 million burst. He's at -3. That'll be a fun story down the road if he doesn't get there. I did a video like that today about Mark Clayton. Finished with 996 yards. When I missed, Baker threw an interception. Panthers scored on the short field. And then Bucs had to punt because they couldn't hold on to the football. Yeah, the running back? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hampton. Dave Hampton back in the Sasquatch for $1 million. Well, they tried to get more carries, but he lost yards. Right, Gannon, I hope he's fired. He should be fired, but I think he's going to be safe. Right, the card started, yeah, that was Birdsong, yes. That was Carl Birdsong. That was, I think, for $5K. I don't think that wasn't for $1 million. But that was heartbreaking. That painstakingly close. That was a fun video to do. That's one of those stories I'm not sure anyone else would ever tell. Be forgotten about throughout NFL history. Cards are cheap, yep, and they're poorly run. Bidwill is not a good owner. But still the same idea, yes. All right, back and away are the 49-yard line, 2nd and 6. Bucs and Panthers each with their full arsenal of timeouts. One at the top, one at the bottom. Dowdle in the backfield. Young, play action. Pressured, fires in the flat, high throw, incomplete. Looking for Tremble, just had to get rid of that thing. 3rd and 6. Wait, no, what's the letter of the agreement? Yep. Right, Gann might survive it because cards are unserious. Yeah, 3 without a playoff appearance. Steichen will survive it, but I get it. Gannon should not survive it. Hey, Dal, running all over my Dolphins at that matchup back in early October, but good for him taking his career to the next level. Yeah, he's a late bloomer. He was a really late bloomer, obviously, with the Cowboys, and now killing with Carolina. Back to his left here, 3rd and 6. Panthers 0 for 2 on 3rd down so far this game. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. 3 on the play clock. 2-1. They just skate off. They're going to send 4 plus a spy. Young goes to the near sideline. That's intercepted at the 42-yard line. Was looking for McMillan. And taken away by Jacob Parrish, the 3rd-round pick out of Kansas State. Huge swing there. Parrish, his 2nd career interception. Young just floated that one up on the out route. Threw it behind. You got to throw the ball outside the numbers. He threw it inside. So it's like a Bryce Young that happens. You got to throw it outside the numbers. He threw it inside and floated it up. That's a recipe for disaster every single time. Bucs will take over with all their timeouts near midfield when we get back. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. Helps out. Tell the channel some of us to win the Stink Division. I love that. I literally just flipped. Literally just flipped like that. Tells you field position, too. I love that. This is sloppy. Yep, well, the weather's sloppy, so the offenses are going to be sloppy. More often than not. So I got to attempt the quarterback jump the route. Yeah, not even just that. You got to throw that ball to the sideline. Anytime you're throwing an out route, the number 1 rule of throwing an out route, just catch an inch in the rain. Catching in the rain. If you're throwing an out route, the number 1 rule is you throw it to the sideline. You never throw it inside. You throw it outside. Throw it outside the numbers. So that even if the corner makes a play, they can't get the feet in. You don't throw it inside. If you throw behind, that's a recipe for disaster. Usually, that could be a pick 6. Rare Stars were impressed by the Ants who starts where they bring both back. I think you don't make that trade if you're not going to bring them back. Because what GM would want that job in Indy? You don't have your quarterback, because you don't know about Daniel Jones. You don't have the first round pick in 26 or 27. Like, what GM, if you only get one shot to be a GM, and you're a good candidate, that's why I call it an out route, yep. If you have one shot to be a GM, you get maybe 3 years, right? You get 3 years as a GM. If you're not good in 3 years, they usually fire you. Why would you take a job where you don't have a first round pick for 2 of them? Through no fault of your own. Why would you take a job like that? If a Colts vacancy sucks if they open it up. They're not going to do it. Right, Bulk is out, not like it's intended because of the hand slips. Yep. But always a miscommunication. Because he clearly was running it the right route. It was clearly... I don't think it was miscommunication. Usually miscommunication is they're running the wrong route. That was clearly an out route. Move on from Kyler, rebuild a team around new quarterback for Gannon. That'd be a massive mistake. You're not moving on from Kyler's a mistake, but rebuilding around Gannon? No, you don't do that. So ball the 42-yard line here. Bucs have all their timeouts. One at the top, one at the bottom, odd motions. They'll hand off to start. It goes to Irving, and he starts off with a nice gain of 6 to the 48-yard line. Taken down by Derek Brown. Oh, Baker, that was worse. Yeah, that pick was worse. Right, that one was way worse. They're both bad, but that one was way worse. Colonel's Ty Simpson collision course. Behind that offensive line, they're the worst spot for Simpson. I can see more if he's available, yeah. 2nd and 4. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. I formation, everyone stacked inside Mayfield. Stretch play goes to Tucker. He's bottled up behind the line, nothing doing. Loss of 2. We'll see if the Panthers take a timeout. I would not take one here. I go quick if I'm Tampa because I haven't seen anything that shows that Carolina can drive down the field. They're not really showing a lot of urgency right now. They're just waiting to get a first down, then go. They're not really showing any urgency. No, Canal should not take a timeout. No, you get the ball for the second half. If you allow a first, it's 30 me. If you allow a first down here, you're in trouble because now the Bucs have time to go down the field. The Bucs are taking their sweet time. That's what I'm confused about. Mayfield, 1 of the top, 3 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Baker, flush down, now stepping up, going to look to take off and run down the near side. Going to look to throw on the run. Pump fake, gets by 1, throws it on the run, floats it up. It's caught by Allen on the near side. Sidearm out of bounds to the 32 with 18 seconds. That took a lot of time, but they're in field goal range. What a move by Baker Mayfield. Extending the play for 13 seconds, and then sidearm as he's about to get hit by Mike Jackson. Floats it to Auden on the near side. But they took a lot of time to get there. I'm not sure why, because I don't think Carolina was going to do anything with the ball if they got it back. If you're at your own 20, I get it, but at midfield, I would have been a bit more aggressive there. I was on timeout now, Carolina. No holding on that one. They'll have 2 left. And no holding. Apparently, no holding. Yeah, the rain stops for the 3rd. That'd be interesting. Bucs Swink is guaranteed to suffer from our team in the playoffs for the host of playoff game. Looks a little Mahomey. Here's a guy who looked like another guy I know that we will not see in the playoffs this year. I'm pretty sure I got to tune in for this one. Now Dave calls him out. Yeah. Well, that was the right call to not take a timeout before. 3rd and 20? Yes, 100%. 100,000%. But in a spot like that, 3rd and 5? No, you're not doing it. Verse 11K for flash on the peace sign. Man. That's insane. But Larry Barnes? Oh, yeah, he just pressed a 90. Handoff here. They're trying to get closer for a field goal. It's Irving down to the 25. They'll take it to about 13 seconds. Bring up 2nd down. Breaking the rin's not guaranteed. Yep, so they're going to play. Yeah, Southern Mahomes, Tariqa was doing that, which was good. I like their chemistry. But that's why they're just trying to get closer. Which I completely get. Obviously, Barnes was really good, but in 90, yep. Life well lived. Right, take him out of the convert, they're helping him. Yep. Right, I had no problem with Canales not taking a timeout. 3rd and 20, I would have. Need a shot to the end zone? I think you call one more run and then take a shot to the end zone. I thought I call one more run. You know, I got you on that one, Wills. Yep. I got you on that one. One at the top, two at the bottom. Back to his right. You have 43-yard try from here. They're going to run the ball again. Irving, first down at the 20. They'll call timeout with 9. Now you take a shot. I really can run back for a few years. Yeah, back in the 60s. Yep. UNT Stillwater. Feels like it's going to be that way with, obviously, a new coach. Yep, take the shot and then kick the field goal. That pick by Parrish changing everything. And appreciate all you guys being here for this one. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. Our Messmaker's going to be the starter. Oh, there's no way he's not going to be. What quarterback are you getting at Oklahoma State is better than Messmaker? It's not even on the roster right now. I know that much. One at the top, two at the bottom. Or not. They're going to run it again. They'll get 2 and timeout call with 5. So they were not playing for a touchdown at all. I guess they feel in this weather, don't take any chances. I don't like it. I think you're already in range. I don't think the 2 yards makes a difference. I don't get the logic there. I would have gone that. Cowboys go Flores. Well, he's not going to go to the Cowboys. He's going to stay with the Vikings unless he gets a head coaching job. Flores is a good DC. So McLaughlin on for the field goal. We'll see if the Panthers try and ice him. McLaughlin, right down the middle. So another play potentially. Yep, I did not. I think they're just gonna kick out of the end zone and then go touchback. How's it going, John? Appreciate the work you put into the channel. I appreciate that a ton, man. Illegal formation is the call on the defense. That'll get declined, obviously. 13-7. The Bulls don't trust the quarterback in this weather. Yeah. Bucks going to be up by 6.5 unless something crazy happens on the kickoff. A defensive illegal formation. Problem solvers, yeah, probably the worst one I've seen. Breadwinners is pretty bad as well. Yeah, that's the thing. Bucks fans are booing. I don't blame them. I would have taken one shot at least. Landing zone? No, this isn't one of those. That's only personal foul. That's only on a personal foul. They're kicking at the 35. This is not the, this is not that. This one, kick it out of the end zone and have them take a knee, and then that's it. I'll give him a chance to return this ball. Yeah, 120,000 viewers from Miami, Ohio State. And we had like 70,000 for Oregon, 70,000 for the Ole Miss game, about 40K for the Indiana game. You guys were awesome. The audio I just used. It fits better for the Bucs because it's Florida. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. You figure no reason to take any chances here. And it's take a knee, going to the half. Down by 6, getting the ball to start. And I'm just going to assume you take a knee. You're not reaching the end zone from the 35. Wet weather. Nothing good come from this. I'm not sure it's a defense coordinator. Yep. Lateral? No, you don't do that. You don't lateral. Not in this weather. Over 43 looking good? No, not with the conditions right now. They'll take a knee. And the Bucs will lead by 6 at the halftime break. I'll put a poll up who wins this one. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton, try to grow the speed even more. Somebody watch Burgers Stream? Yes. Yes, they did. I forget when. But that show sucked. Miss being in New York? No, I mean, I miss the family. I miss the family, but other than that, like, actually being in Arizona, I love it better out here with the weather. The sun doesn't set at 4 o'clock. I don't miss it. Quick game so far. Not really. 1 hour, 20 minutes for the first half. It's about on pace. Which team blew it worse? Ohio State or Alabama or Georgia? Which team blew it worse? Georgia. Georgia led at the half. Bro, we're seeing something bad. Really bad. Favorite something you ever witnessed? Tennessee beating Alabama in 22. Flyers score 4-2. All right. No takes redshirt freshman quarterback, true freshman quarterback battle in the spring for the starting job. I still think Mester Maker takes over at that point. I still think it's going to be Mester Maker. Panthers get us to the half. They really have not done anything offensively outside of the touchdown drive that started off a pick by Roseboom. The Bucs get all of the ball. They've been the better team. Weird seeing games on ABC when the sun's still up? Yes, very weird. Extremely weird, actually. Not used to that feeling in the slightest bit. Miami makes a championship on their home field? Yep. They could do it. Clock manager with the Panthers? By the Panthers, I had no problem with it. The Buccaneers, I thought that was a mistake. The Bucs, I thought, could have taken a shot. I thought the Bucs could have gone a bit more quickly because the Panthers did not really move the ball down the field at all today. So I thought the Bucs could have moved more quickly when you have it at midfield. Because even if you give it back to them with 50 seconds left, they're not doing anything. Especially because they get the balls for the second half. So I thought the clock manager by the Panthers was fine, not calling timeouts and whatnot. The Jordan game proved to me these things are run by Vegas. Well, that was a weird ending. That was a really weird ending. Correct on that? Let's go. You very easy to get seasonal pressure live in the Northeast? Yep. That's why I love it out here. Well, the over-under wasn't 71.5 to start the game. The over-under, that was the live over-under. NJ Car fan. That was the live over-under. To start the game, it was not 71.5. That was on Bulls? I know it's a dumb decision in this weather, but I don't agree with it. Saw my family moving to Arizona. They can't. They can't move to Arizona. My dad still practices in New York. And also, my sister will never move out here. My sister hates the warm weather. No, that's not no spec. That's just, I got a scratch here. Oh man, we got a lot of bots. NFC Walker game in 95. Dolphins Bills, so weird to watch with the sun out. It's like to see that repeal year round. I'm with you on that one. Besides early sunset, freezing temperatures, I live in Massachusetts. No plans to live in anytime soon. That's good. That's good for you. I'm not a. I don't like the early sunset and freezing temperatures. I can't do that for 4 months of the year. Right, push the overdress like that. It did. Then he's a psychologist, so he has a whole practice and whatnot. And Joey Laird tonight for Seahawks 49ers. We got 2 games on the docket today. No overtime tonight. Obviously, if the game goes OT, we'll do that overtime, but not stream OT tonight. We'll do it tomorrow, though. Again, if the Panthers win this game, they win the division for the first time since 2015, make the playoffs for the first time since 2017. Panthers lose, they're still alive. The Buccaneers would be in front for the moment, but if the Falcons beat the Saints, you have 3 teams tied at 8 and 9. It's 3-way tiebreakers, not 2-way tiebreakers, and at that point, the Panthers would win the division. You won't be here? I don't blame you. Head to Washington in a few weeks. Say suggestions of what to do other than the obvious ones. I have never been to D.C. And then, in terms of Seattle, I went like 15 years ago when we did the obvious things. Right now, we're going to do Fuller House tomorrow. Yep. It's like someone traveling unless you're really high elevation. Yeah, I would think so. Right, NBC, the AFC package bills play games on NBC and be televised nationally a lot. Yes, they would be. Games should be done at the same time as the Atlanta game, but then what else would you put at the 4:30 game? Problem is, I don't know what you would put as the 4:30 game. Oh, first goal, good for him. New Hampshire was my first choice. North Carolina second choice. North Carolina was great. North Carolina is an awesome state. Went to college for 4 years. Loved it there. I'll move back to North Carolina. I would have no problem moving back to North Carolina. I love it out here. I'm never leaving. But if I had to move out, it would be North Carolina. What's Frank? He does good. Detroit got Bills games a lot. I didn't know that. Ooh. Success rate. Bucs over 50%. Panthers 33%. Yeah, they're only down by 6 with the ball to start the second half. Best Full House episode. Oh, man. Man. I moved to Vegas? Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, I don't count that. My cousins live in Vegas. I don't count that. North Carolina be awful for humidity? It's not terrible. North Carolina humidity is pretty doable. 4:30 Saturday game, New England or Denver, AFC 1 seed. Yeah, you could have done that. You could have done Denver Chargers. Probably the Chargers are playing the backups. Patriots, Dolphins. Dolphins sort of playing their backups. Yeah, San Fran rivalry game. Black helmets. No, Atlanta's going to make meaningless tomorrow? I mean, they might not. I mean, the Saints have been pretty good as of late. They won their last 3. The telethon was great. Yeah, that was a good one. You know, Jersey's like the epicenter of everything. Yards per play? Yeah, not good. Oh, my favorite episode of Full House. The Disney one was good. I mean, I like when they go to Disney. Yeah, brand new excuse from Rams like Ensemble? Yep. But I don't know where Full House is streaming. Yeah, the pilot was very odd. They made the right call, too, on the pilot. They made the right call replacing Danny Tanner. They made 100% the right call. Bob Saget works so much better. You know, John, he was very different. I saw the original clips of that. Saw the original clips, and it was very much typical TV dad. If that HBO Max was it, all right, easy enough. Do you want the Jags get the 1 seed? Now we're about Russ. Well, we're not getting the 1. We need the Broncos and Pats to lose, so we need Quinn Ewers and Trey Lance to have the game of their lives. But Russ, no, a 1 week bye is not bad. Right, that's on Netflix. Yeah, watch some for that. Yeah, there are some episodes of Full House I really like. Season 1 with I think Ramona's 15th birthday, that was pretty good. Right, no, just different, right? Right, Posey played. It was very much your typical TV dad. There was nothing that separated him from any other TV dad. Playing better in one way. Ooh. What seed will the Jaguars get? 3. Who wants to play in the wild card? Chargers. I want nothing to do with Houston. If we play Houston, just end me. I want nothing to do with the Texans. Give me the Chargers. I'll take them on again. Is a widow who needed help? Yeah, I think so. But that was really the premise for only like a few episodes. Full House is Hulu. Oh, man. Yeah, normal TV dads. Now a lot of them are just lazy, clumsy adults. Yeah, that's Disney dads for you. They're overweight. They don't know how to do anything. Yeah. Charles Luck for 7. Yeah. Jesse's Marriage is a good one, too. Yeah, Charles Luck for 7. So, I do not want that. Rather than Buffalo. I'd rather have Buffalo than Houston at that point. I've never seen the pilot for Big Bang Theory. I've never seen the original pilot on that one. We were up by 19 the last time we played them. Yeah, but we didn't look good. So we got a special teams touchdown. Trevor did not play well. Trevor never looks good against them. Only touchdown for the Browns in that 13-6 win. I'm going to guess Fannin on that one. Or the Homer Simpson, Pure Griffin types. Well, Homer didn't used to be dumb. Homer just used to be like a regular old TV dad. Then they really flanderized him. Yeah, Molly Miller, about to take first loss this season. Surprised it lasted this long. Yeah, I know we're up by 19 last time we played them, but that was also Davis Mills. Yeah, that defense is darn good. Trust me, Houston is the best team in the conference. I'm terrified of the Texans. Right, Bob was way more serious. Yeah, the Power for Gilligan's out. Well, the theme song didn't work. We played the theme song on stream. That didn't work. And was a ticked off TV dad. Even Peter Griffin was normal. Peter Griffin, I mean, he was stupid, but he was pretty normal the first 3 seasons. Season 4, things went off the rails. And Griffin or Bob Saget? I think Bob Saget. It was Fennel. Let's go. I mean, the best one's Uncle Phil. I mean, the best TV dad of all time, for my money, is Uncle Phil. I mean, you could not write a better dad. I think Bob talked more normally. I mean, that scene, yes, I agree with you with that scene. But Bob talked more normally. I think the original guy played up to the cameras a lot. Didn't feel as authentic. Well, if it was a dad, well, he was to Carlton. You know, he was. He was a dad. Just not to Will, yeah. But to 3 other people, yeah. To 3 other kids. He basically was Will's dad. I mean, we saw what his dad actually was like. One of the best episodes of all. Worst TV dad, in my opinion? Probably Will's actual father. I mean, it can't be worse than that, right? I mean, that's gotta be where the bar is. The worst TV dad is Will's deadbeat father. Giving birth to twins, yep. I mean, Will's deadbeat father is the worst TV dad of all time. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Peacock, the new series, the live action. I mean, I don't think it works because part of why the original series worked is because you had those funny moments, and then when something was serious, it really hits you. If everything's serious, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy TV dads easily. If I was going to choose out of, yes, I would agree with your list. I think Homer gets super every year. Yeah, I felt so bad playing him that way, yeah. I can't convince me that TV dad? I do not, no. In the last episode, I said Will's his son, yep. Butterscotch's dad? Yep. Cartman's dad? There's so many South Park that's like... Kyle's dad's a good dad. They changed Carl in that one, yes. Which, he does drugs, which that is not Carlton. That's not who he is. I like the shorts that they did, but then they made it into a series. I'm like, I don't know if I want that. Sam American Dad. And Venomite was appearing in DJ's Nightmare. I don't remember that one. I can't imagine how hard it was. Like, I think even he was crying after that scene. Yeah, I saw that Tyrell. Yes, I did. I think even he was crying after that scene. Like, man, like, because he's such a scum person. But that was such a good character. And they build it up so well. Where I say never be dead like that. No, I can't even imagine. I thought it'd be more like shorts. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Didn't work for me. Oh, yeah, the Clown University. Yeah, that one, that was a good episode. From Hurts and Stafford. Hurts has been great. Yeah, I think Stafford's better. Which South Park mom is the worst? Oh, I mean, the worst is easily Cartman's mom. I mean, that's easily the worst. I'd probably say Kyle's mom's the best mom. Right, Will reacted. Yeah, that was improv. Because they did one take and it didn't work, and then they tried a second take. And then Uncle Phil was like, well, that was acting. Took the hat off. Caleb Benson touchdown call the 35-yard line. Oh, wow. Did I know that? Oh, there was a Venom one. Oh, yeah. That was a great one. You know, for the police station? You know, Thanksgiving episode? Or no, the season 1 episode. The Driving While Black episode. Yeah. That was great. That was when the series really shifted. Oh, Best Tool Time? I don't know Best Tool Time segment. That was when the series shifted. Because before it was very much a lighthearted comedy. But it had some messages. But then that episode was like, oh, yeah. Okay, this episode's... I know what the show's going to be about. Kenny's friends worse? They're pretty bad. But I mean, Cartman's mom basically lets him do whatever he wants. He's raised the demon spawn of Satan. Hand over the middle of Dowdle. He's going to get 3 if we're saying that about Levante David. Yeah, Butter's mom also kind of sucks. Yeah, Cartman's mom. The one time she was good was with the dog, with the dog whisperer. South Panthers run. Both of our friends are the worst. Friends with Dan Abel when he was young was a real loser. Oh, man. I can't imagine doing that to your own kid. I can't even imagine. Like, that episode was just so good. They're going to send 4. Out route to the near side. It's caught. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's Coker, his first of the day. I think most people in South Park have awful parents. I mean, Stan with Randy, ever pulled butters and back from Cell? I have not, no. I never even knew people did that. With the, like, you read the newspaper on the thing. No, I've never even heard of that. I can't know almost every episode, yep. I have no idea Tyrell on that one. I have no idea. We're about to learn a lot. I'll put it that way. One of the top 2 of the bomb back to his right. Hubbard. Play action with him going to the flat on the near side. Low throw. Caught. Coker. He's short of the sticks. 4th and 1. We'll see what they decide to do here. Uncle Phil, James Evans Sr., Howard Cunningham, Herman Munster, and Homer Simpson. Well, as fathers, I'm not sure Homer. I'm not sure if Homer's the best father. I'm not even sure he caught that ball. Now, if they're going to line up to go for him, throw the challenge flag. I'm not sure he caught this ball. If they're lined up to go, I'm challenging this. So I'm not sure he may... I'm not sure on that one. They're going to line up to go. Okay, they're not going to challenge. They do go for it. Handoff. Hubbard. First down the 46. I don't agree with that. I mean, besides a strangling part. First down the 46. Well, I would have challenged because if you challenge 4th and 2, I think they're punting it away. Yeah, Cliff, yep. You know exactly. No kid should be afraid of me all the time. Nope. One on the top, one on the bottom. Young. Looking the flat out there. Second read not there. Third read not there. Now just going to chuck it into the dirt at the feet of his tight end, James Mitchell. Philip Drummond, yep. Second down. Let's go. They have a 1-yard route. I think I expect to get some yards after the catch. Fire tie balls, yeah. I think they should fire him. First time he's on the stream, first time open up donations for SGPTs. I think it might have been like a week later. It wasn't too long after the floodgates opened. 2 at the top, 1 of the bomb back to his right. Because it used to be $2 for 1. That took forever. They're going to send 5. Young, stepping up, trying to skip the sack, firing on the run, middle of the field, open, caught at the 32-yard line. It's Tet in plus territory here. Gain at 22. I'm not crazy about Steve Levy's play-by-play. I like Orlovsky. Kids are going to go clean their room. Currently 5-4 college basketball? Nice. First down over the middle of the field on the deep end route. Gets inside on that one. On Benjamin Morrison. A motion the tight end to the top. I think Walter White Jr. had it worse. Play action. Pressure off the edge. Young throws a backwards pass. It's dropped. Got to pick that up. That play is still live. It should be live. Now the ref signal is incomplete. I think it was backwards. Hang on a second. Bucs might want to look at this one. Start with the 41. I'm not sure that'd be enough to overturn. I think it was about half a yard backwards. Bucs might want to look. Now they do change to a backwards pass. Bowles throws out the challenge flag. And he's got a pretty good claim here. He's throwing the 41. Went about the 41 and a quarter. I think that's backwards. Tessitore Levy, who's better play-by-play Tessitore, easily. X-Play review comes in. Changes the call. Put it at the 41-yard line now. Second 16. Two at the bottom of the screen. Back to his left. They'll send 4. Young checks it down. Incomplete. Overthrown. Too far out in front for Mitchell Evans. It whistle blew before. Well, it did, but it still go backwards. And the Panthers recovered it immediately. To be fair, the Panthers recovered it immediately. Dowdle recovered that ball first thing, so it's like the Bucs were denied a turnover. I thought that was the right move. He still had 2 guys next to Dowdle after he got the ball back, so I don't think either team got screwed on that one. One on the top, one on the bottom, back to his left. Bucs, 5 in the box, they'll send 4. Young has time, just going to check it down. They'll get him in field goal range. Hubbard to the 37-yard line. So another third down stop by Tampa. Carolina has yet to convert on third today. This would be a 55-yard try in this weather for Ryan Fitzgerald. 24 for 28 on the season. Long kick of 57. This one, 55 on a wet field with a wet ball. Can I make it a 3-point game? He cannot. Even close. Short and wide left. Short by about 10 yards. Bucs will take over near midfield. I like Score Tortellini. I like that one better. Question on TV character? I mean, actresses, but never like characters themselves. No good on that kick. No springs. Carolee Cole. Yeah, it didn't work. Bucs will get near midfield. Fitzgerald's 5th miss of the season. I haven't seen him on the Jeffersons. I have not seen that. Foot slip. Yep. Wet field. Super wet field. Worst non-adult car... Oh, wait. It's like Dad for Kids? Kids shows? Timmy Turner's dad kind of sucks. Talking like kid show dads? What color would I get from getting one of the iPhone Pros? Blue. Orange is too bright. That's a good PSA. Throw behind the line call was complete nonsense. I complained about the whistle blow with the refs. Awful have been all season. I mean, I agree. The refs have been awful all season. I agree. But you had 2 Bucs in the area. To be fair, Dowdle had the ball, and there were 2 Bucs in the area. So I don't think Dowdle would have gotten any yards on that one yet. Hugh Neutron's another one. I learned a lot about Norman Lear in my media history of electronic media class. 13-7 your score. So I don't think the Panthers got hosed on that one. And bad call. It was a lateral. It was a lateral. One that refs not been off all season? Good point. Sorensen's second visit at LSU? That's a good sign for LSU. Right, Orange risky might regret. Silver and blue seems safer. Yes. Absolutely. All right, ball at the 45-yard line. Tubble's ever come to take out the Jags? I'm quitting. I'm quitting football at that point. Giraffe or rhinoceros? I would probably rather be a giraffe. Hand off up the middle. And that'll be a gain of 4 for Bucky Irving. And I like to get the chat too as well, yes. As owner of the Jaguars, would I boycott? They would never approve it. They would never approve him being owner. So I don't have to worry about that. No, I agree with you, JP. Yeah, they've been awful all season. Yosai's another one. Yeah, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 3 wide. Trying to take advantage of the good field position here. Play action. They'll send 5. Mayfield. Pressured. Sacked to the 42-yard line. Thrown down for the first time today, and it's Murray. The safety got on the stop. 3rd and long. CBS care ads? Oh, yeah. Third and long. I have no idea, Michael. I have no clue. Apparently, he went to like a completely different field. Apparently, he doesn't do a lot of sports anymore. 3 at the top, 1 the bomb back to his left. Mayfield, they'll send 4. Middle of the field, that's caught by his tight end, and now a decision is Auden. Thrown out the 49-yard line, 4th and 3. It's going to be rough life either way. Yeah, giraffe or rhinoceros. I'm just glad I'm on top of the food chain. Already am a giraffe. Tyson Merriweather, but Tyson's washed at this point. Only 2 I had a beef with? Not the only one, but the only one that I've publicly had a beef with. 4th and 2, they're going for it. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. See if they snap it here. A motion going to the top of the screen. They are not going to snap it. They're going to play the field position battle. Take the delay of game. Back it up 5 yards and force the Panthers to drive the length of the field. Yeah, I have no idea on that one, Billy. He was watched 25 years ago? Yeah, and the Paul fight was insane. Tomorrow, Gabrick's record? I think he does. I think he does. Especially because the O-line for the Bengals is not that good. So 4th and 7. Running for Congress? That's the first I've heard of that. So Dixon on to punt. Bucs can't take advantage of the missed field goal by Fitzgerald in the good field position. Trevor Etienne back to return. And the Wicked Witch episode of Sesame Street. Yep, finally got, I think last year. Finally. Fair catch call for me at the 6-yard line. So good punt there by Dixon. Panthers get inside their own 10-yard line with 8:08 to go in the third. And the Wicked Witch episode finally is now available. It's lost media for years. It's still going on? Sports plagiarism? Well, there was one guy that did a lot of plagiarism as well that I didn't have a chance to do a video on, but he quit YouTube, essentially. So, trash took care of itself on that one. Yeah, but the AS slop, yeah, I mean, AS slop is everywhere at this point. I think 1/5 of all videos are AS slop. Was it in 2019? Man, time flies. Was it really 2019 that it got released? It's finally made available? No, 22. 2022. No, not him. No, different person. Ban the spam bots? I do. Yeah, no, I ban the spam bots. I thought I got that last one. You know, the bots I ban. You know, the bots always go. I always ban the bots. I let pretty much anything fly, but obviously bots. I don't really ban humans. Yeah, June 20, 2022. I was going to say, it was not 2019. Who quit YouTube? So, there was a sports plagiarist. His first field to public in 2019. But Trash kind of took care of itself on that one, so. So the Carol Connor bigotry PSA. All right. Pre-disco Bee Gees is amazing. I like their disco stuff better. It's a whole different band. But, I mean, To Love Somebody is a classic. I have to explain her the name. That's a good sign. Can we recommend it? Oh, God. I would say I've not paid attention to him at all since the thing. No, that's a different guy, yes. But he didn't quit YouTube. Yeah, the Gibbs wrote a lot of songs. Any song you heard in the 70s was pretty much written by the Gibb brothers. They're so talented. Ball the 6 here for Carolina. 8:08 to go in the third. I mean, the wall's a classic, yeah. One top, one the bottom. I formation here. Hubbard in the backfield. Not run the ball well at all today. Didn't do well against Seattle and not going to do it here. Loss of 2 at the 5-yard line. Last time these teams met, Carolina, 5 yards a carry, over 100 yards on the day. No such success here. 2nd and 12 as Dabble's on the sideline. Just 11 yards rushing today for the Panthers. About 1 yard a carry. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Or not grease lighting, no. No, I think that was one of the Broadway songs already. Yeah, grease is the word. Frankie Valli. Yeah. Because that was one of the songs on Broadway. They send 4. Young in his own end zone. Fires. Caught at the 10-yard line on the near side. Then Hubbard gets touchdown there. Get some breathing room. Gain of 5. There's a flag on the play. See what the call is here. A little contact on the defense. So either way, it's not going to matter. 5-yard penalty on automatic first down. Another best between Floyd album. No. No, not at all. The Volkswagen misplaced it? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that sucks, man. That's awful. Right, dark side's obviously the best. To the top of the screen, back to his right ball at the 11-yard line. Back to his right is Hubbard once again. Motioning is Tremble. Young takes it. They'll send 4. He looks, fires to the far sideline. Caught by his tight end at the 20. First down the 24-yard line. Tremble able to get 13 yards. We don't want PSCs to be over the top. We want to be relatable. Panthers trying to move, but on drive that started inside their own 5-yard line. Public service announcement. That's what it stands for. One top, one the bottom. Motioning to the bottom of the screen goes one of the wideouts. Is Horn. Hand off to Hubbard. He'll get 5. A few good runs by Carolina today. Second down. And Carolina's only points came on a short field off a Baker Mayfield reception. Have not really driven down the field at all today. Trying to change that here in the inclement weather. One at the top, one at the bottom. And the bottom is Coker. The top is McMillan. They'll hand off again to Hubbard. He'll get 2 to the 31-yard line. A fight breaks out. Tremble lost his helmet. With Dennis throwing it down. There's no flag. Which I don't know how you lose a helmet and not... And there's no flag on the play. How on earth is there no hands to the face? Yeah, he grabbed the face mask up. How is it not a penalty? You just yank a guy's face mask off? Yank a guy's helmet off with a face mask? Okay, no penalty. A WWE-style play. Panthers, no first downs on third down today. Back to his left. One of the top 3 raining at Seahawks yards. I don't think it is. They'll send 4. Young, pressured, fires, sideline shot, caught by Tet at the 37-yard line. So it doesn't even end up mattering. First third down conversion of the day for the Panthers. It's the big one. Gain of 32. Longest play for Carolina today as Tet gets by Morrison for a first down. Nice hand fighting there in the game. Inside leverage. But there's a flag on the play. Hang on a second. Are they going for a push-off? Are they going to get tapped for a push-off? In the missed face call? That was awful. Yeah. They might get him for a push-off. Hang on. That's just... I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's just normal hand fighting to me. He lost his balance. That's normal hand fighting. I don't see it. Back to his left. Got to get this off. They'll send 4. Wipe off the gain. Young, flushed out, pressured, gets rid of it, throws it away. They'll have to punt. And that is a back-breaking call against Carolina. Had a chance to get into field goal range. Now you're punting from inside your own 20. We got a tour from Ben. Appreciate you, man. Starting a Man 08 franchise. Who should I be? Man 08? I would say the Lions. Man 08. Try Detroit if you want a challenge. Which team do you want, Ben? I appreciate you, man. If they haven't said the team would just fit the most, maybe. Maybe they would on that one. Appreciate that on the video. It was fun to put together. The officials well for Gruder's penalties, but not called tic-tac ones. Yeah, they missed the face mask. Guy just rips his head off. How's it going, Riley? Hope you're having a great day Saturday. Yeah, I'm having a good day so far. It's Brad Allen. That's fair. Which game do you want, Ben? I'll get you on the call for. Appreciate you, man. For college basketball on Tuesday night. Yeah, I would say Lions would be a pretty good pick for starting a Dynasty Man 08. Yeah, like Carolina in the playoffs. Had a dream last night when I woke up, I couldn't stop laughing. That's a good dream. The refs are, oof. They're having a stinker right now. Don't call the obvious face test. We call the flimsy OPI as well. It's crazy. Yeah, it was a make-up call for the missed face mask. No, the face mask would have been against Tampa. So both calls went against him. A girl I talked to online went to see her. Turns out she was in jail. That's a plot twist. Just saw Michigan Penn State. All good. Appreciate you, man. You're telling something right. But that wasn't even... They were both wrongs against Carolina. It would have been... Coach of the Year. I think it's going to be... Vrabel. The challenge? Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Mr. Call making about them, yep. You know, that OPI was very, very weak. MVP, I think it's going to be May at this point. No, they mostly will disagree with the OPI. I think most people... I thought he just slipped on the field and lost his balance there. Tetris won on the line of scrimmage. That's his normal hand fighting. There was no extension. Play action of Bucca in the flat. His first scrub of the day at the 35 and out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Gain of 8. Tackle out of bounds. That should be 15 added on. The refs are missing everything. Okay, that's not a penalty somehow. 2nd and 2. I mean, Ibuka was tackled out of bounds. He's on the white. And then gets tackled out of bounds. What on earth? They're sitting the end said ex-husband was on the phone and said, here's what one time I said raspberry into the phone. Wow. So they missed that call. And the refs are just drunk today. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. 2nd and 2 with the 39. Handoff, Irving, first down at the 41. As teachers engaging, that makes a huge difference. Refs are terrible. A contraband? Oh boy, how bad is it? Irving, up the middle to the 48-yard line. Guess there's going to be a lot of people getting inspected. Brad Allen's really bad. Brad Allen, Adrian Hill, Torbert. Those are the worst 3. Where's Skip Mendoza? Yep. they get the number 1 pick, yep. The number 1 pick is going to be Mendoza. At least we're consistent with that, yep. No, Brad Allen's pretty bad. Torbert and Adrian Hill are the big 3 in terms of the refs that suck. 2nd and 3. 3 at the top of the screen. They're going to motion McMillan to the bottom. Handoff. It's Irving to the 50. Be 2 yards shy. To the top of the screen, Floyd McMillan. I wonder if it's 4 down territory. They don't get it here. Well, they are going to get it, so it's a moot point. Up the middle, lower the shoulder. Getting by Mike Jackson. It's serving once again. Running hard today. That first down to 48. Yeah, Boger was bad. NFL draft? Yep, no one dead in Pittsburgh in 2026. Should be fun. Hopefully we have pick number 64. That's the goal. You know, dreams be weird. I've had some weird ones. On the hire new refs. The referee union's pretty strong. I don't know about ending, because remember, the Bucs were up by double digits against the Falcons. We saw what happened there. Play action. They're going to take a shot. They're going to send 5. Mayfield stepping up. Avoids the sack. Avoids a second sack. Flushed out to the near side. Bounds off his tackle. Fires on the run. Incomplete. Auden falls down. Wants a flag, and that it comes. Nick Scott getting called for PI. Pass interference. Mayfield extending the play, throwing up to Auden, who fell down. And now the Bucs in field goal range. Yeah, it can't be Robin Banks. There's some contact there. Got tripped up. 35-yard line. It didn't look like much on that one. Looking at the replay, that did not look like much. Handoff. It's a loss of 1. I think he fell down. Yeah, he fell down on the field. The Cowboys have 2 first yards, yes. These refs are, they're on 1 today. That did not even touch him. How much Ryder have on Tampa? I mean, this is bad. This is egregiously bad right now. 2nd and 11. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're going to motion McMillan to the bottom of the screen now. 3 wide, back to his right. Mayfield hands it off again. Tucker. He'll get to the 33. That should take us to the end of the quarter. Don't think they'll call a play. No reason to. Biggest screwed up since Montreal. This is bad right now. I mean, Carolina's not playing well, but my God, these refs are atrocious. Like the new board, appreciate you, man. You know, I got it for Christmas. I saw it pop up on my Instagram ads and was like, I really want this, and was able to get it. And I got one for above my TV that is coming soon that I just have to install. Right, when's this one signed? I mean, it's bad. When the announcers came in just for the flags. Yeah, I can't justify them. One quarter left. Panthers, if they come back and win their first division title since 2015 and make it to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. Bucs win. We wait to see what happens Sunday at one of the Falcons-Saints game. The Falcons win. Panthers are in. Saints win. It's a 2-way tie. The Bucs get in. If Falcon fans tomorrow, we have to talk about real bad timing. Worst officiating game this season? It's bad. The Jaguars-Chiefs game might have been worse. The Jaguars-Chiefs game was a really bad officiating game. Patriots-Saints was another one with Adrian Hill. But Jaguars-Chiefs, you had the pick play that got taken off the board, and then you had Parker Washington getting mugged, and they didn't call DPI. Is the one thing you couldn't do. Yep. Love that quote. How's it going, Casey? Appreciate you tuning in. Oh, Ojo call collect. Oh, boy. And we'll be live tonight for the Seahawks game against the 49ers. Should be a fun one for the number 1 seed. Winner gets the 1. Loser a wild card. Yeah, refs right now helping Tampa. Yep. Here with OJ, yeah. Oh, that was a commercial. Oh, I didn't see that part. It was a commercial. Oh, man, yeah. And that part didn't go through. Yeah, that's bad timing. No, man, absolute legend. Madden, absolute legend. Seahawks touchdown, Super Bowl 40 OPI. No. No, that game was a screw job. 67% you want the Bucs to win this one. Yeah, this game hasn't been, yeah. Not helping the allegations. It's not been a good game for that. I will say, Carolina's not playing well by any means. 3rd down, Mayfield, pump fake on the screen. Can't take a sack. Scrambling. Gonna take off and run for it. Runs to his own lineman. He'll get a yard, maybe 2. Taken that by Roseroom at the 31-yard line. He ran into his own guy, running into Mike Jordan. Where this game hosts the loser of the next game. Yep. So if you're the line for the field goal here, be a 48-yard try. Get this 2-score game. McLaughlin. 2 for 2 today. This one is toughest kick yet, though. To give the Bucs a 9-point lead. Snap is good, kick is up, and it is perfect. They got into range on that questionable DPI call. Yeah, the Steelers played better that day, but it should have been a lot closer than it was. 16-7 your score. Not over yet by any means. It is a 2-score game, but we've obviously seen the Bucs blow 2-score games many times before. Just a couple of weeks ago, we saw it. Against the Falcons. Caption on videos, O.J. Simpson's mom knows her son is smart enough to use 100 collect when calling about collect. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out a ton on the channel so we try and grow this community even more. Carolina bringing up people with Young next year? Ooh. Jeff George. Yeah, I think whoever I think Seahawks Cyrus, I think they will smoke the NFC South champion. Carolina come back? I'm not sure. They've scored 7. It came on a short field off an interception. Feels like 5 scores for some reason. Because the Panthers can move the ball down the field. That's the problem. Second song of Future and Dr. Pepperhead, Together Forever. Love that song. Yeah, Jimmy G. I was thinking Jimmy G. I was thinking Jimmy G on that one. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel. We're trying to grow this community even more. Panthers. We're going right to left. USA 250, yep. Yep, 250th anniversary. Given Jonathan some time in prison. Guessing that was like long time in prison, or kickoff here, touchback, 35-yard line. Panthers offense struggling mightily as of late. It's a team that the fourth quarter of their, or excuse me, in their last 7 quarters of football, they scored just 17 points. I was in and out. Oh man, that sucks. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Dowdle in the backfield. They're going to motion the wide out. Horns at the bottom of the screen. Young, play action. Looking for his tight end, the flat on the sidearm throw. It's caught by Coker. And Coker gets about 3 at the 38 on the near side. No Williams, no Pearsall. Kittle a go. Oh boy. Bucs don't hold on. Be the first playoffs in 18 years where a team whose dominant color is red isn't included. I feel like Texans' dominant color, although it could be blue on that one. No, wait, 49ers. Wait a second. The 49ers, their dominant color is red. Should have a look up. He'll be back in person. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. 1 top, 1 bomb back to his right. Young, they'll send 5 pressured screen pass to the far side. Dowdle breaks the tackle at the 40. Makes a second tackle, 45-50. Dowdle at the 40, down to the 38. They had him in the backfield, but whiffing on the tackle was Elijah, the third-year man out of Pitt. And just like that, Carolina in business. No, Niners are not going to 07. Wait, no, but the Niners are in the playoffs this year. That's what I mean. The Niners are in the playoffs this year. So the Bucs don't make you still the Niners in. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Also, the Bucs made the playoffs in 07. So I'm not even sure what that stat is, because the Bucs made the playoffs in 07. They lost to the Giants in the wildcard round. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left is Dowdle. Play action. Out route to the far side. It's caught by Legettis, first of the day at the 32-yard line. Second-year man, 4 first to pick at a scar. Let me answer what's hard for him. I mean, there's something about jail where, like, you get all your meals before you get structure. I mean, obviously, I don't want. But there's some people that jail just is a way of life that's easier for them. Their main was gold. No, their main's red. Oh, that's awful. Golden still, yeah. Now, that person can rot. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. They're going to motion tap. They're going to motion tremble. All out of sorts right now. 3 on the play clock. Got to get this off. They will. They'll send 5 play action. Young off his back foot, middle of the field. Overthrown. On the drag for Coker. Incomplete. 3rd down. You wonder if it's 4-down territory. Obviously, a field goal makes it a 1-score game. But if it's Fitzgerald missed from 54 earlier, the weather is not the best. Be a 50-yard try from here. Oh god, Lagway's visiting Florida State. Oh man. Play action. Young, middle of the field. That's caught the 20. Leggett, for the 2nd time this stride, makes the grab. Took a low shot, though. Gets up at a 1st down. Gain of 12. You're good, Bluepin. You're good on that one. Bryce validates the short quarterback haters. Look good on that one. And now you're in field goal range. Let's run that crosser. Leggett gets inside on Jacob Parrish with the interception earlier. Tyke Smith, the 2nd-year man, takes him down. Notice a reference? No. For what? I'm not sure the honest reference would be on. You can hit him low. Got clipped in the leg. That's fine. Dowdle loses the handoff. He loses the ball. The Bucs are on it. Levante David. He fell on it. And it's Tampa ball. They forced their 2nd turnover with the Panthers in plus territory. Dowdle slipped. Lost the handoff. Yeah, you can get a guy down low. They're a runner. That's not a surface. And the Bucs will take over. Dell never had control. That's the second time today the Panthers have had in plus territory, and they turn it over. A young interception at the end of the first half, and now Dowdle. Was that a flea flicker? Wait a second. Wait. No, that... Okay, was that... I don't know if that was a flea flicker or Dowdle was just being dumb, and he slipped and thought he could throw it back, but he couldn't. But there'd be an eligible man downfield. Please tell me that was not a designed flea flicker. Please tell me that was not a designed flea flicker. I don't know if that was designed or not. I'm assuming. I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that he slipped. Was the knee down? Well, you can. Well, it wasn't touched. If your knee's down, but you're not touched, that's fine. I'm going to assume that he tried to throw it back to Young to keep the play alive. And that it wasn't by design. I'm going to hope that wasn't by design. Because otherwise, that's one of the dumbest flea flicker attempts I've seen. Man. You dumb Fetcher's greatest Panther all time, yep. Well, it wasn't touched. So, the knee being down would not be trying to flea flicker while on the ground. Yep, why not just stay down? Great question. You're good, hit clip. You're good. Oh, man. Yep, gotta be a hard parent. I get it. I get it. That sucks. You're good, man. You're good. Crazy ending to the Holly Bowl, though. Crazy ending. Those are on Dowdle? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's like the tie down almost, yeah, right, yeah. Take one right on that one. So Tampa ball, 11 to go. Chance to kill some clock. It's a 2-score game. Things looking very good for the Bucs. Obviously need some help on Sunday. Why risk a turnover there? I don't know what Dowdle was thinking. I couldn't tell you what it was thinking. Ball the 29-yard line. Yeah, that's a fumble, yep. But it wasn't touched. The handoff here to Irving on the stretch to the far side of the field. He'll get about 4 to the 33-yard line. Spencer the 5, I've ever seen a game between two teams eliminated to decide a division. I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. This is like a first for me. Appreciate that a ton, Spence. Which game do you want to get you on the call for it? Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for college basketball. One at the top, one at the bottom. The 32-yard line, 2nd and 6. Motion the tight end. Durham over. Play action. Mayfield has the crosser and second goes second read. Open call at the 49. It's Tez Johnson for the first time today. In plus territory, the 49 of Carolina. Why are we done in that situation? Because you're having trouble with ball security as it is. Intentional flea flicker. I want to hear the press conference. And also, you don't have a lot of real estate to work with. Appreciate you, Spence, on that one. But I don't think we have. Not where it's at 2 different times, at the very least. When we saw Vikings-Bengals in 89, where the winner of, if the Vikings won, the Steelers go to the playoffs. If the Bengals won, the Packers go to the playoffs. Yeah, I don't like that play by Canales. If that was by design. Hand on the stretch to the near side. It is Irving. He'll get down to the 47-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3. I have a football IQ? I don't know yet. If you're slipping, especially in these conditions, you're in field goal range already. You're going to make it a 1-score game, barring anything stupid. Don't make a bad situation worse. Don't make a bad situation worse. Only on 4th down do you even try something like that. 2nd and 7. The Panthers now just 10 rushing yards. Yeah, Chris Myers gets called Falcon Saints, bro. Yippee. Oh, man. One of the worst announcers calling a big game. How's it going, Patrick? Appreciate it, tuning in. One tap, two at the bottom. Back to his right here. Mayfield takes it. They're going to send 4. He's going to check it down on the hitch route. That's caught, and then diving for the first is Godwin at the 40-yard line. Bucs are driving. New glasses stronger than old ones. Yeah, that's why I'm scared to get new glasses. Because it's like I feel fine eyesight-wise. Like I'm not straining. Like the moment I get stronger glasses, I know, like, okay, now my eyes are going to be really bad. So get used to it. Ben Spence with another 5. Appreciate you, man. Will Falcon Saints go to more markets now? It could. I definitely think it could go more markets. It's very late to make a switch like that, but they could go more markets. Now that the game has massive playoff implications. Especially because Cowboys and Giants is the national 1 o'clock, and that means nothing. Not since so much, you can change it. You can change the markets. Oh, the old glasses weren't strong enough? Oh, that's good then. They got new glasses. Hannaford's going to get 2. Where you can still change it. Oh, if you don't wear them all the time, that's different, yeah. Because I wear mine all the time. We're allowed field goal side over, but still hard. I think we could see some Giants-Cowboys markets switch. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. 2nd and 8. 7.5 to go. Motion to Mama. Screen goes white. Mayfield, play action. Screen pass to his tight end, Auden. Beautifully designed. Gets a great block there from Gadecki and Mike Jordan to get the first. At the 28-yard line. Gain of 10. High percentage screen pass. Keep the clock moving. So I think the bounce. Not yet. Wouldn't do it just yet. Seven to go. Bucs try to take advantage of the turnover. Auden 75 yards today. Ball the 25-yard line. Remember we always test our parents to see what we get with? Yep. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Just, it's natural. It's part of being a kid. It's natural. Play gets blown dead for a false start. Right, because everyone wants to know the limits. I think that's part of life. You want to know what the limit is. Of anything. Fox, do you talk about the playoff implications on Saints Falcons? Yeah, 100%. 100,000% they will. Although it's Chris Myers, so he might not. Oregon defense better than this team? I won't go that far. And they'll fine Tepper if he paid out the Falcons to lose on purpose. Would he fine him? I mean, he'd be kicked out for life. He'd be thrown in jail. I mean, that's a federal offense. That would literally be a federal crime to do that. Right, Saints lose on purpose, yeah. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Yeah, that'd be a federal crime. Tepper, the NFL, Goodell would be the least of his problems. Hand off here to White. And look at the yards after they lost on the false start to the 23-yard line. Turned 34 yesterday. Happy 34th, man. Second down, the 23-yard line. Panthers are play the Falcons. We're going to Falcon tomorrow. We will see. 6.5 to go. After I scratched my head, I had to wear glasses to work. I realized how weak my glasses were. That's a good time to get glasses then. Time, please, not yet. I think after, if they get a first down here, then you start taking them. 1 at the top, or 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Godwin in motion. They'll hand it off again. White. He'll get to the 21 before he's taken down after a gain of 2. DJ won him on the stop. Right, you need time, yeah. I think after this, you take him. If they run the ball here, then you take a timeout. Run the ball here, take a timeout. If I'm 4 rows behind, you'll have the arrow. Let's go. All right. Let's go. I'll definitely see you. You have the arrow, I'll see you. 3rd down. Put Rip Marv Levy on the arrow, so I know it's you. Just in case there's multiple people with arrows. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his right. I wouldn't throw here, but they are going to. They're going to send 4. Mayfield trying to step up, escape the sack, resets his feet, pump fakes. Got to throw this ball away. Somehow caught. I thought just throwing that to the sideline. That's caught by Auden. It's a risky play, too. It's going to keep the clock moving. That's a big 4-yard gain. I think you go for it here. All good hip clip. Yep. All good. Oh, they were on the opposite end. Boo. What are the extra points? The extra points you can put them up for. Auden making the grab. Somehow. I don't think he was out of bounds at any point. But the catch is... No, the catch is out of bounds. Hang on a second. Yeah, Canales going to challenge this. And they'll put time back on the clock. That foot's out. That foot's out. We're going to get the scoreboard. Glance LED. Canales throws the challenge flag. I think Canales need to throw that challenge flag sooner. Because now if you lose it, you lose a timeout, but you also lose 40 seconds off the clock. I'm kicking the field goal here. Because I'm assuming it's going to be overturned. 4th and 1, I'm going for it. But I'm assuming this will get overturned. We don't know what these refs today. Yeah, that toe is on the white. That toe is on the right. Time back on the clock? Yes, they would. They put time back on the clock. Hey, you just noticed this? Oh, yeah. No, I got this for Christmas. So, for Christmas, I got a Glance LED. And I saw it on my Instagram advertisements. And usually I just go buy those because those are usually scams or AI or knockoffs or just not good products. And you never know. But I saw this. I'm like, okay, wait. I can have like a Buffalo Wild Wings style thing in here. Like, I can basically build my own Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So, I got it. And then I have another one that's going above my main TV that once that gets installed, I'll show it to you guys. Because that one's 6 feet long. And that one goes above the TV, and it's going to be insane. Like, I'm really looking forward to that one. We're going to find one, Glance LED. I'll give you the website. Again, not sponsored at all by them. Not sponsored. This is just a really, really good product. I'm enjoying this a lot. But the rest have been atrocious, but yeah, the Bucs have played a lot better. Easily. Yeah, that's your buy one. There's 3 different sizes. There's I think a 12-foot one. I'm getting a 6-foot one for above my TV. And then I've got that one, the regular one. There's one that scrolls. The 6-foot one scrolls like an actual, like you see it at New York City in Times Square. It scrolls like that. So remember there was a sports bar I used to go to all the time or a karaoke bar, I should say. Karaoke bar every Wednesday night down North Carolina I went to all the time. It was called Hams. They closed. I went to Hams all the time, and they had those, like, scrolling things, and I'm like, these are the coolest things ever. ESPN Zone had them. I think the first time I saw one was at the ESPN Zone back in 2010 in Anaheim. I was like, this is really cool. And the fact you can get this... Oh, UFL ad! Wow, UFL ad airing. I just saw UFL ad. But the fact that you could get one of those, I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, yeah, if I can get one for the house, should I press the dough on the ball sooner? Yeah. Players overturned, no surprises there, so the Panthers keep their timeouts. 4th and 5, now you kick the field goal. Now you're kicking it. Yeah, the foot is out. I think he might have been out of bounds even before he caught the ball. I think it would be illegal touching. Miss ESPN Zone, me too. David Buster's is pretty close to it, but ESPN Zone, there was something about it. 38-yard try from McLaughlin. They added time back, yep. Snap is low, but recover. Kick is blocked. What a swing there. The Panthers will not touch it. No one touches it. Ball goes to the 20. 5-yard sink at the karaoke bar. At that bar, yeah. 200 Amazon. I think it's like 150 on... It's 150 on Glance, and then if you... I think they give, like, discounts, too, for holiday season. McLaughlin blocked. You figure 4th and 1, they're going for it. They can kill some time off the clock, pretty much put a dagger on this thing. New life, though, for Carolina off the block field goal. With 5:12 to go. In the battle for the South. Panthers have new life. Got a lot of work to do. They have all their timeouts. We do have breaking news. We have breaking news while we have this break. According to Jordan Schultz, the expectation is that Pete Carroll is one and done. Pete Carroll, the expectation around the league is that the Raiders will fire Pete Carroll. That according to Jordan Schultz. Stefanski, we know his seat's hot. The expectation is that Carroll will be gone as well. Hitch route, middle of the field, gain of 5. By Leggett, third of the quarter. Down to the 33, second and 5. Put 50 on the Seahawks. All right. So the expectation is Carroll's a one and done. One of the top, 3 of the bottom, back to his right. As he should be. As he should be. So Carroll, Stefanski seem like they're on the outs. Glenn safe according to Gary Myers. Here from 50 plus, not in this weather. They send 4. Young, trying to step up, fires to the near sideline, caught. Out of bounds to the 50. You need a 17 for Tommy Tremble. And then they have the money? Neither did I. Neither did I. Is that in script? I said that could go either way. I said Carroll could go either way. I just say no because they have so many guys on the payroll already. We're going to fall short. You don't really know, like, because what I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I think, like, Dave & Buster's was just better. 436. On Monday, Mark Davis will file for bankruptcy. So Stefanski looks like he's going to be out. And then Carroll looks like he's going to be out at this point. Glenn's safe, apparently, according to Gary Myers of the New York Daily News. Still waiting on some other guys. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Stefanski, Vegas, I can see that. They send 5. Screen pass to Dell behind the line. That's caught, but can't get out of bounds. That's the worst case scenario. You lose 5, and you stay in bounds. Vita Vea on the stop. Rest of the Panthers down. I'm not sure what that was about, but I don't know what the refs are doing half the time in this one. 2nd and 15. You know what a waste of time and money that was. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. This would be like a Seifert situation where he coached himself out of the Hall of Fame. Wife made chili, bless her heart, not as good as mine. Was it Scott Tenorman chili, at least? They're taking a lot of time here. 10 on the play clock. They're going to send 4. Young, pressure from Diaby. He gets thrown to the ground. No flag for holding. Thought there should be. Not going to call one, but throw it away, incomplete. He might need to sling it, yep. Yeah, I think Carroll, we're looking at George Seifert's situation where they were close to the Hall and then not getting in. Although Flores got in, so. I love that too with the thing. It like automatically updates like how many subs you have and whatnot. No people chili here? Oh, that's good at least. No parents chili. 3rd and 15. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to the left. That's all I can think about with chili. That's all I can think about now when people say they have chili. They send 4. Young, slam pass, caught, but a gain of just 6. 4th and 9. Gotta go for it. Gotta go for it here. Don't think it's fair for Carroll. Wait, towards a Hall of Fame or in terms of getting fired for 1 year? So I have to get that video out I was planning on with the dumb decision. I have to get that in the queue. And Morris might be safe. 10 on the play clock. They're taking their sweet time. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They still can't get this up. 7 seconds on the play clock. They do realize they're trailing, right? They do realize they're behind. They'll send 5. Young, off his back foot, going deep, has a step! Caught by 10 at the 8-yard line. That was the game right there. And Bryce Young off his back foot. To Tet. You got to score before the 2-minute warning. But the double move gets by Jacob Parrish. 1st and goal. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They got to go quick. You got to score for the 2-minute warning. Young, they'll send 4. Pressured. Off his back foot, throws it away. We have guys like Hank Stram who didn't work out. But, I mean, Hank Stram was a Hall of Famer before he went to the Saints. Clutch throw there. I can't believe Gino got 2 contracts. Yeah, I can't believe it either. 2nd down. Ted over 1,000 yards receiving. As a rookie. The Arizona wideout. What a year he's having. They might have whiffed on the gap, but they hit on Tet. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 2 at the play clock. Got to get this off. Young takes it. They'll send 5. Young, pressure off the edge. Fires to the near sideline. Caught! It's Coker! We got a ball game again, folks. The blocked field goal. They drive down the field. Panthers still with all their timeouts. And Coker with a great grab over the outstretched arm of Benjamin Morrison. Go for two? No, you're not going for two here. Go for two is a dumb decision. You go for two, that's the dumbest decision I've ever seen. There's no way. Take out a bear run with the Saints and compete with the Raiders? No. 16-13. They'll kick the extra points, make it a 2-point game. Is this deja vu from the Falcons game all over again? Remember, in that one, the Bucs led by double digits. Late. 3rd and 28. They can't stop them. Here you have 4th and 11 for a shot at the division, and you let Tet get open. Extra point is good. You don't even have to go onside kick. I wouldn't go onside kick. I would not go onside kick. Yeah, Brennan's called side 4th. That was bad. Oh, there you go. Hey, updated. That is so cool. That is so cool. Panthers song is Carolina on My Mind by James Taylor. Yeah, Bulls should not be employed by tonight if they find a way to blow this. Dick was able last 3 seasons, yeah, but he also traded away the entire farm for Ricky Williams. Again, I'm not onside kicking here. Your defense is playing relatively well. You have all your timeouts, 2-minute warning. Rain coming down hard. Oh boy. Try for corner kick in the landing zone. Again, Panthers come back and win this thing. They win the South for the first time since 2015. They lose, they're still alive, depending on the Falcons-Saints outcome tomorrow at 1 o'clock. There's a 3-way tiebreakers. Falcons and Saints are eliminated. But they can still play a role in the playoffs if the Bucs hold on. It's getting a little bit dicey now. Kickoff. Fielded on a line drive by Tucker at the 8. To the 10, 15, 20. 25. Holds on to it with 2 hands to the 28-yard line. They fumbled the kickoff earlier. So Tampa the 28. That's a bad beat for people who took Tampa minus 2.5 or 3. Yes, it is. So I don't do spreads. I do money lines. If I bet, I do money lines. Ray J Sunroof next year's fiction. I don't think that's happening. So ball at the 28-yard line. 59% you on the Bucs. Ideally for Carolina, you can take 2 timeouts and then the 2-minute warning. You take one here, you take one on 2nd. Ball to 29. Start with a handoff. Irving. Up the middle. He'll get about 3 to the 32. And you figure Canales takes the first time out here, and he will, very wisely, use it. And again, it was 4th and 1 for Tampa. Canales throws the challenge flag, wins the challenge for a pass out of bounds. Jared with a 5, appreciate you, man. Which game do you want to get you on the call for? Todd Bowles now Flurry won't be the next coach to get fired, as he should be. Even if they make the playoffs. I mean, Bowles he's reached his peak. He's definitely reached his peak. Which game do you want, Jared? I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate you a ton on that one. 2:17. 2nd and 7. One at the top of the screen. They'll go again. Irving. He'll get another 3. The 36-yard line. Canales burns another timeout. 3rd and 4. What do you do here? You can throw. The clock's not really an issue for Tampa. It's not like there's a 40-second difference throwing versus running. It's not like the Atlanta game. It's not like that. You throw, you don't get it. Clock stops at 2:07. You run, you don't get it. Clock stops at 2. So there's not really a huge difference there on Tampa's side. You want to get the first. Bets are back Monday. Bulls, if they lose the division. Carroll, Stefanski. They're actually pretty quiet. Not expecting much. 500 bear record make the playoffs. I don't like that. I don't like that. If you win your division, you deserve to be in. Play action. Mayfield. Look in the flat. Auden makes the grab. 40, 45, 50. Get down at the 45-yard line. And the Panthers they will not take a timeout. They're going to go on to 2 minutes. That could be ball game. Cade Auden about 100 yards receiving today. Panthers have 1 timeout left. And the Buccaneers 2 minutes away. From turning their attention on Sunday to Atlanta. Tell Baker Best goes, he's not getting 10 more. He's not getting 10 more. They're going to run. It'd be crazy to throw at this point. Carolina got 40 seconds left? They could. Yep. You still have a timeout. It's not over yet, but it's pretty close. Let's see. First down, run the ball, 156. Call your timeout. Second down, 152. Take it down to 112. Third down, 108. Take it down to 28. Panthers get about 22 seconds. Yeah, Panthers get about 22 seconds. It's the best case scenario. The football safe rock commercials are really good. The best case scenario is you're getting it back with 22 seconds left. Bucs would say Mr. Flavis is both gone. Yes. I think so. You're still looking about 22 seconds. The improvement right back to the offseason. Well, Dowdle's good. He didn't play well today, but Dowdle's good. Only call time on 203. I get it. The difference is pretty negligible. I get it. Because also, the other thing, too, with calling time out 203, that's one of the few times I'm okay with it. Because let's say the Bucs call for a holding penalty. You decline the penalty, the clock stops, say you have a timeout at your disposal instead of 3 extra seconds. That was the right call, not take the timeout. I can't kick it this way, then a 22-second touchdown drive. We can get down to at least, if you get to the 35, you're okay. You have a shot at least. Again, division will not be decided if the Bucs win this game and this result holds. But one part of the equation could be done. Give me a second here, guys. Then I'll get the other stream loaded up in just a second. I'll make that public. That game kicks at 8 o'clock. Seattle San Fran is 8 o'clock. Crazy game? Yeah. Referees have been something this game. But ball to 45. You're just running it 3 times here. Inbounds. No penalties. Irving up the middle. That's going to get 2. Panthers will burn their final timeout with 156. Don't blame Shula. I risk an injury to a key player. I get both sides. I don't blame Shula, but I don't blame Clayton for being upset. It's one of those where I don't blame either side. I get why Clayton was upset because he got money stripped from him on a low-risk play. But I also get why Shula didn't want to play him. Okay, the Seahawks-Niners stream is officially up. I'll link that. No, that game starts at 8. They just tell you 7:45 so you stay on for pregame coverage. Yeah, it's an 8 o'clock game. My night countdown, or kickoff starts with throw on third. No, no way. No, this would be a play where it's dumb to throw on third. No way. You want the 40 seconds to come off the clock. Second down, handoff, Irving. He'll get 2. Now, this is one where you run, and basically dare Carolina to drive down the field in 20 seconds. You're not throwing. Saturday Week 18 is help or hurt the Week 18 1 o'clock problem more. I think it hurts it a little bit more. I think it definitely hurts. The 1 o'clock slate is definitely weaker. The funny part is it's still the strongest it's been in years because the MC South title and the AFC South title come down to that. It definitely hurts the problem a little bit more. If the Bucs throw, that would be the dumbest decision of all time. That's not true, Tracy. Single life at 950. Wait, 950? Oh, crap. My bad. Let me change that. Yep, I did 750 my time. And not 750 Eastern time. So let me change that. My apologies on that. Hang on. Yep, that is clearly not right. Yep. My bad. Sometimes it happens where I think, oh, I actually set the time for East Coast time and not my time. So, now it's good. 3rd and 6. Right, now we're good on that one. Wherever you get first great, if not punt, yep. It's literally 111. You take it down, 107 on this run. Don't risk a fumble. No, I'm fine running it. I'm fine running it here. 3rd and 12, I would take a knee. But 3rd and 6, you can get a first down theoretically. It's tough, but you could. Irving in the backfield. Yeah, I'm not doing anything crazy here. Can take this down to 27 seconds. They'll run it. Irving, up the middle. He's going to get 2. Now, obviously, this is a spot where teams could kick a field goal. This is not one of those games where you do that. Not even close, actually. You punt the ball away. In this weather, your last kick got blocked. You're not trying a 57-yarder up by 2 and risking good field position for Carolina and only need them to go about 15 yards. No, you're not kicking. You're punting. You're punting. What you do here is you get them with a hard count. Yep, that's what they're doing. They're going to try to get them with a hard count. They're not going for it. Trying to get Carolina by with a hard count, but Carolina very smart. They're not even on the line. They are 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. It's really smart on Carolina's part. Don't even risk the neutral zone. And they'll punt it away. No, they were going to take delay of game either way, so you might as well line up to go for it, see if you can get with the hard count. If you do, you get an automatic first down and the win. It's the right call. That's the right call. Smart by Carolina, too. They did not line up at the line. They lined up about a solid yard off the line, so you couldn't even call neutral zone. And if they did jump, they would still be behind. 26 seconds. So Carolina's going to get with about 20. For Dixon, I mean, you want to pin him deep, but ideally just want to get the ball off. You don't want to risk a block. Just a quick kick. The time from foot to release has got to be instant. If it goes for a touchback, it goes for a touchback. The field position is not as important as making sure this ball gets off. 4th down. Timeout call by Tampa. They'll have 1 left. You better look at playing CFL rules. That's a smart play. That's a smart play. Just gotta get this punt off. If it's a touchback, get to the 20, you gotta figure for Carolina, you're gonna have about 45 yards to go. With this weather. About 45 yards in 20 seconds. And Bucs have had some collapses before. Well, 26 is doable. Yeah, but it wouldn't be 26. It would be 20. Because Panthers don't have it yet. Well, you're doubling, Tat. You're playing off. The punt here by Dixon. There is no one back to return this. They're going all-out punt block. They'll get it off. Dixon with the quick kick. That is going to bounce at the 10. To the 5. Picked up at the 3. And that's a perfect punt. They're at the 3-yard line now. Carolina needs a miracle. Ball at the 3-yard line. Career long for Fitzgerald, 57. He missed earlier from 54. You figure you got to get to about the 40-yard line to even have a shot. Ideally in this weather, the 35. They're going right to left. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Bucs, 3 on the line. 4 on the sidelines. Young. Deep shot to the far sideline. It's caught at the 21. Stays in bounds at the 23. Coker got to spike it here. 8, 7, 6, 5. Spike it with 3. Daniel joining the guards here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being a member again. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. They have time for one more play. They got 77 yards. Which game do you want, Daniel? Appreciate you, man. Michigan, Penn State, Duke, Louisville. Gotta go pitchy woo-woo time. I mean, this would be... Why do you flip figure? I have no idea. I want to hear the press conference afterwards. This would be... No, Panthers cover +3. They're down by 2. This would be the greatest play in NFL history. And it goes out saying... Flutie versus Angry Bird hit perfect. This would be the greatest play in the history of the NFL. If they can get this. 77 yards away. They need a miracle. They'll send 3. Young, middle of the field. It's caught. Laterals it back to 10 at the 40. 10 looking for someone. Flips it back to his lineman who drops the ball. It's picked up by Tampa. That's your ball game. The Bucs will wait for what happens with Atlanta. Part 1 of the equation is done. The Bucs took care of business. I think it was 2015, Connor, on that one. I think it was 2015. The Bucs take care of their end. Now they wait for Falcons Saints. One of the most anticipated games in NFL history between 2 teams playing for nothing. Outside of games for draft picks, I'm not sure we've ever seen a game between 2 teams playing for nothing that is more anticipated than Falcons Saints. The Falcons win, the Panthers are in. And a team, well, either way, a team with a losing record's making it at 8-9. We will have a team with a losing record in the playoffs. Falcons win, Panthers in. Saints win, the Bucs are in. You know, not for the first time since 2010 Seahawks. The Bucs did it a couple of years ago, too. A tie happens, the Panthers are in. Still in a fixed location? Wow, that's insane. Has it on the same time as the Falcons Saints, same time as 1 o'clock window. Made some stakes in the 1 o'clock window for a change. Well, I mean, there are stakes down the 1 o'clock window. Falcons Saints are still playing for a lot. There are some stakes. So, nothing really changes there. Jared with the 2, every coach in the NFC South needs to be fired. I don't know about Canales. Well, Kellen Moore now. Kellen Moore, absolutely not. Kellen Moore's done a heck of a job. Bowles, yes. I'm with you on that one. Bowles needs to be fired. The most meaningful, meaningless scheme in NFL history. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's going to be a wild and probable one. Yep. A game that means nothing to the Bucs and the Saints means everything to the Panthers and the Buccaneers. It means something to the Saints and the Falcons, I should say. It means everything to the Panthers and the Bucs. 1 o'clock for the NFC South title. 2 teams fighting for nothing to decide the fate of 2 teams fighting for everything. Yes, there is Seahawks-Niners after this. Yes, someday it's going to be a topic. Seahawks-Niners is after this. That is at 8 o'clock Eastern time. More be best coach in senior entry? Yeah. He could be. All right. I'm going to sign off here, get everything set up for the next game. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Seahawks-Niners, a battle for the 1 seed, a battle for the NFC West. We will see if the Niners can sweep the Seahawks, see if the Seahawks can get 14 wins. Final score in this one. Tampa, 16. Carolina, 14. You see it on the ticker there, too. Your winner, Watermark? Yes, we can. Say, Chavo, I get doing less videos and more streams so we get the 6 fits I requested. Oh, we're going to get to those, yes, in the offseason. Yeah, I know I've been, slacking on those. Don't worry, they're coming. I appreciate you a ton, man. Don't worry. They're coming. Appreciate you guys a ton. See you guys in just a little bit for Seahawks Niners in 30 minutes time.